Yeah,
I love it when
I bought this for somebody else, and they haven't shown up to drink it yet. So
dude, Dragon's Milk is
Which
not.
version is that? Is that the original one, or is that one of the flavored ones?
Bourbon barrel aged stout. It's flavored like
Okay, the normal one, because they have like pepper ones, and I think like a strawberry one or something too.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay.
Okay, pepper beer is amazing.
Really?
Yeah, like jalapeno beer, like stouts with the jalapeno in it. It's great.
I've had a sriracha beer by Rogue, and that was surprisingly good.
I think you should probably start out with the Dragon's Milk, because seeing you after that is going to look really great.
Well, I'm starting off with some Jack Honey.
So okay. Well, that works. Questions? Sure. We'll make those up as we go.
Oh my gosh, Luke made me a shirt for Worlds. I gotta put this on here. We'll just go ahead and share my private conversations to the world.
So it's up to you, ladies, if you want to go into the whole like, oh, is it weird being a girl in X-Wing or not? Because I was just gonna ask you like normal questions.
I'm 100% okay with normal questions.
Okay.
I think enough people cover the, oh, do people cheat on you? And it's like, people cheat on everyone.
Bad players are bad players. Gender ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's fair. People just think they can get away with it more against girls.
Yeah. Look,
they do, but that's why I know the rules and then call judges.
Okay,
it's table talk. It's the stuff people say that they don't realize they say. It's that kind of stuff. Like when you start doing well, oh, you clearly slept your way to the top.
I sleep my way to the top.
Yeah, we know.
How do I present myself here?
Sleeping your way to the top of a cut.
Check this thing out. This is the T-shirt he just made for me.
Wow, that is impressive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Yeah.
So what did?
So I can walk in there while they're running Tolm and laugh at him.
Has anyone even heard the story of why there is a aardvark with a rocket booster on his back and punching bag gloves?
I am keen to know.
Don't say it now. We'll wait for the show.
Stop sharing. Stop. There we go. Okay. There's my lovely face again. Okay.
Wait, can we go back to the scroller screen?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Everybody's a comedian.
They got jokes.
You guys have seen my terrible puns, right? Yeah.
We're definitely doing the pickup lines though, because that was.
Oh my gosh, I got one. Oh, now I gotta go.
Wait for it.
I can't remember. I think AJ had the best one that I liked the most, but
we have to do it later. Like,
we're gonna do a
reaction. Like, I'm not telling you before we start recording.
Yeah, no, don't do that. That's wasting valuable content.
If it's the "Are you related to Yoda" one, I can tell you now.
No, both of mine are original content.
Oh, I look forward to this.
Yes, we were coming up with X-Wing related puns. So I have one that's actually pretty wholesome, and then the other one devolves into stuff that you would roll your eyes at and call security. So
a daily occurrence then.
Oh, snap!
I'm married, so
there he is.
Be good quality.
Good evening. Now we can start the fucking show.
It feels to me like you're setting up the excuse for when you fail again.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Whatever. Are we broadcasting already?
Yeah, we've been broadcasting for a while.
Nice. All right. It's a good day.
I totally slipped that one in. I think when we were talking about Dragon's Milk, that's when I hit start broadcast.
Don't want to miss this gold.
Oh boy. This is going to be a good night.
It's going to be a good night.
I'm going to need more whiskey.
Oh.
Me too.
And I love the fact because it's like 2 p.m. there, isn't it?
It is 1:43.
Oh, there you go.
Good enough. Good enough.
I love our Australian followers. Like
Hey, New
every
Zealand, thank
Wednesday
you
night.
very much.
Whoa. Whoa.
New Zealand. Oh, snap. I just like committed a crime there.
Is there a regular
Yes, you did.
Zealand?
Yes, it's in Holland.
So then where's New Holland? This is from New Holland.
It's probably in the United States.
It's
Feel
like we
like
have a
it's in your
connection.
area.
We have a connection now. New Holland to New Zealand. It's like we're in the
Yep.
same place.
It's thin, but it works.
7 degrees of what I'm drinking and where you're from.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be a good night.
All right.
There.
Oh
I
shit.
got that going.
Jesus,
Fergie.
what are you doing?
Are you still with us, Fergie?
Yes. Do I still sound like a robot?
Oh
Please.
god, yes you do.
No! I thought it was just doing that.
Own it, Fergie. Own it.
We gotta have an Uncle Mark on every episode.
It's
never
absolutely
failed.
true.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Here, I'll do that real quick. One second.
That's classic technical support. Turn it on, turn it off.
Oh my gosh, that is the best way to fix cryodex. Like, people legit have problems, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what just happened. Turn it off and on again. It fixes everything.
Well, am I the only one in Zencaster?
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
Yep.
All right.
Okay,
You
how about
can thank AJ for that one. Oh, wait. what?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Do I sound normal?
Screwed it up.
Oh,
Yes.
there we go.
Yay!
Yeah, okay, great.
You turned it off and turned it on again, didn't you?
That is
I mean-
all I did, yes.
I mean, you sound like a girl now, if that's what your programming is meant to do.
That is what my programming is meant to do. This isn't actually Fergie. I was pretending to be Fergie, you know. And I sound like her, so we're good.
Now you got rid of the girl sounding box.
It works, okay.
Oh, that's fun. Hey Kyle, you got show notes for me?
I thought you were supposed to get those together. I listened to what you
Right
said.
here, baby. Right.
There you are.
Wait, was there even writing on that page?
Yeah,
We
Uh-huh.
accuse them of there being no writing.
sort of. I mean,
I see
Kinda.
scribbles.
I
Is that
got my
what-
Typical men won't stop and ask for directions.
You gave your kids a pen, didn't you? That's what that is.
drugged them up and sent them to bed. It is going to be a good
Were
night.
they really doing bets on when we would actually come on?
Were they? God, you know, the groupies never fail to freaking amaze me sometimes. Oh, I see Mark's
So-
here.
So did you see the petition?
Yes.
Did you sign it? We're up to 60. We're up to
I haven't-
60 signatures.
I haven't signed it yet, but I will.
Oh my gosh! Hurry up!
I just
I only
think
need
it's
40.
like, I love the fact that you're forcing someone to take an award that they don't want.
It's so great. Oh, and so, somebody actually scolded me on Nova Squadron. They said, if he doesn't want it, maybe you should respect his wishes. And I'm like, you clearly don't understand who we are.
That's not what we're about, man.
It's like this is the guy I play against, like that I talk with on a daily basis. I'm giving him hell for the fun of it. I spammed this everywhere because he made like a stupid math joke to me today. So this is punishment for him spamming stupid fruit math my way. You ever see
Fergie.
those things where it's like the equations with fruit math? They're stupid. They're stupid and don't engage in those.
You're out in
Yes.
Colorado, right?
Me? Yes.
Yeah. Yes?
Why?
Well, I'm just
Because stalking.
generally let people know where they're. I mean, I don't want your fucking address.
He just wants to know how far you came to whoop his ass.
I remember you guys coming from Colorado. That's all I remember.
That's
Hey,
true.
coach.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Worlds 2019. You going to fly off the board for me?
Oh, I will definitely fly off the board for you.
Ooh.
I even got from the Onyx guys a whole bunch of the 3 hard turns with the pink. because 2 hards are for pussies kind of a thing. So I will definitely 3 hard off the board.
Yeah. Save the pickup lines for later, Coach.
That's not.
I'll fly
me
my
and
ships off
Stu's
the
are
board for
ready.
you.
Oh yeah, because that's definitely the best pickup line I could come up with. Secret,
Hey,
it probably is.
These girls are competitive enough. I bet they'd go for it. They're like, hell yeah, he'll fly off the board. Like,
World's 2019. You
a
can
win's
bet
a
on it.
win.
As long as I can get a ticket. If I got to go through the shit I had to do this time. Of course, if you win, they just give you a ticket every year. So I got that going for me.
Yeah, just whenever you're easy.
Better than the middle tables.
No. It is not easy because he refuses to put down Jabba the Hutt.
Hey, maybe Coach will crack something open and find the Jabba meta. It's out there.
No, he won't. He won't. My bet still stands. My bet still stands. You make the cut, and I buy you drinks for the rest of I don't know when until I'm out of money. Won't happen. Safe bet.
So I got free beer from Farmer at Worlds, and I'll have free beer from you forever.
Sure.
No Patreon money though. Comes out of your own pocket.
Damn it!
I need to get another beer before we start.
I'm about out of whiskey too. This is going way too fast. Turns out when I don't talk, I drink, and then when I talk, I drink.
Ooh, what's that, Sarah?
It's a wine. I have no clue what wine it is or if it's good or not. It tastes okay.
Oh, there you go. It's
It's
a white wine.
Yep.
Like I said, if it's got a number and then a % sign next to it, you're good.
Yeah, no, amazing discovery. The Target near me has a liquor store in it now because Minnesota can't have liquor stores in, like, they can't sell beer and shit in the grocery store that's over like
so stupid.
3% alcohol. So this one is in the Target, but because it's a different store, they can sell shit.
Yeah.
That's
Stuck
great.
in weird states.
I can go to Target and go buy wine.
Indiana can buy alcohol on Sunday now. We're not the weird one. Yes.
We just got that like 3 months ago too.
Sometimes I get really mad because I live in Iowa, but then I listen to what everybody else says about some of the stipulations they have on their laws and go, yeah, I'm kind of glad I live here. Anything goes for the most part.
Dude, Pennsylvania was so weird. They had you've got wine and spirit stores that only sell wine and liquor, and those are state stores. And then there's beer distributors that you can get cases all the way up to kegs, and that's drive-through. You just pull up, and some college kid runs out and takes your order, runs in. You never get out of your car. They put it in your car, and you go. And then there's bottle shops that you can only get up to a max of a 12-pack. So if you want more than a 12-pack, you buy it, you go outside, you set it on the curb, go back in and get more. Like, it's weird. It's so freaking weird.
Meanwhile, in New Zealand, we turned drinking into a national sport.
There you go.
That sounds fun.
Dilly.
Is that like a weekend-long event? Like you have to like binge drink for 3 days straight and then run a marathon afterwards, or what?
That's one of them. One of the other things is one of our radio stations.
Not that
So that's what we're doing.
It's like that big on the map.
Aw. It's not the size that matters. It's the skill.
That's no moon.
I got nothing for that.
I'm out.
Oh, dragon's milk. How I love you.
All right.
He milked it fresh from the teat.
I think I got a pretty good lineup here.
Of those weird creatures on the island that Luke lives on. That's what they produce, dragon's milk. I would move there.
Scene.
No wonder he was so happy.
That's not cool. All right. Everybody ready?
No.
Nobody's ready.
I don't feel like starting yet. I feel like I'm out of the loop.
Okay, we can keep going, I guess.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh.
Good morning, X-Wing. Hey, this is not a test. Oh.
You fucked that up already?
Drink.
Bingo.
In the back of my head, I could hear Ryan on Topsky going, snaps! But we don't have to do snaps because of AJ.
Okay. Hey, Luke. Hey, Luke. I see you watching. I'm drinking your beer. Yeah, you better come get it.
Oh, shit. Okay, Coach, I need you to get Chico to show my project.
Oh, God.
Oh, he did already.
Yeah, but he wants his. He
wants to
wants
see it
everybody
again?
else to see it.
He wants everyone else
Give me-
to see your pretty shirt.
Give me like 2 seconds. He's all
2
he's all
seconds,
proud
like-
of his shit. I can't have an award, but everybody's got to see my creation. Well, there it is. It's
Woo!
gorgeous. It's aardvarkiness and stars and shit. And it's like, looks good. I'm happy. There you go.
Just the right amount of stars, too. Not too many. Not
Mhm.
too few.
Fuck it, we're going again.
Do the thing.
Another deep
Anticipation.
breath, Coach. Another deep breath.
Good morning, X-Wing. Hey, this is not a test. This is OCX Radio. Time to rocket from the Delta Pilot to the 4BZ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio podcast, coming to you live from downtown Orange City, Iowa. My name is Aaron the Coach Kroll. Joined with me today once again is Chris Chico Brown.
Coach, I'm confused. It smells good in here, and I don't understand why. You need to explain this.
You can turn your Sensi off.
Okay, move on.
Is your wife taking a bath?
He's got a bath bomb and he's sitting in the tub right now. We just don't.
That would be delightful.
Just got a giant jar of bath beads sitting right next to
One of those ones with like the ring in the center. You're like,
There's one?
you ever see those? I guarantee your wife's used one.
I have no idea.
Sure.
what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Wait, are all of you guys married? I didn't know that.
Yes.
I am.
Oh.
Sorry about your luck. Stay off.
Wait, I thought this was speed dating.
Yeah, we were lied to.
We can branch out here a little bit. It's our hall pass.
Yeah.
You girls aren't introduced yet. Shut up.
I'm not going to be able to go to Worlds by the end of this. You're not allowed to go there. There might be a girl.
I didn't know.
Bring it up the rear.
Game.
Everyone.
Oh, it's off.
Shh. It's Kyle, the Sloot Stews.
Hey, I was gonna say it's fake. It's so real. I still can't get that song out of my damn
singing,
head.
Justin.
I can't.
Bad.
No, it's not. It's
Not
good.
Dude, keep practicing and bring it to the World's karaoke night. It's going to be a great night.
It's gonna
I
be
want-
rotten.
I want that to be brought in. I want the whole choreographed dance to go with it, though.
Oh,
No,
man, I haven't
I-
had a dance in a long time.
I already have my first song picked out, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's by Tenacious D.
You guys are
Oh.
live casting that, right?
I
Oh,
can
hell
do
yeah.
that. Oh, yeah, we will.
Oh yeah.
Well, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, we are not the only ones in this episode today. We reached out to the other side. Some say the light side. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where that was going. Anyway, we have some female guests with us today. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce all of you individually, collectively. So,
Wing it,
first off,
Coach,
we
wing it.
have Sarah. Oh, man, I'm just fucking this up so bad. I'm so nervous.
We
No.
do have a guest on
Sarah.
Sarah. You didn't fuck up that bad.
Yeah, no. Sarah from Minnesota, how's it going?
Hi, I started drinking again this week.
And it's
Just
also because
drinking
most
just for
Good
this show.
time to
Just
start.
for this show. She realized she had to prep hard for Worlds. That's what it was.
Also
Did
joining
you
us-
ever
also
find
joining
your,
us-
your world
no.
tie, or is that still missing?
Nope, ripping pepperonis. It's gone.
Oh, no. Yeah, so everyone who doesn't know, Sarah lost one of her world's dice, and not cool.
Mhm.
That was at
At
Adepticon.
Adepticon, yeah.
Adepticon.
Yep. I mean, I could have dropped it and it could have flown 50 feet. We all know how D8s roll.
It's not like you're going to be rolling 4 green dice anyway.
No, I play
Wherever it is, it's blank side up, I promise.
Forever.
It's forever cursed.
Also joining us today from way down on the other side of the earth, AJ from New Zealand.
Hi guys. I never stop drinking.
That's the way to do it, I guess.
It is the way to do it.
Start
Gotta
the
get through
morning
this
off right.
somehow, right?
Oh, yes, we
What are you trying
do.
to say? What are you trying to say?
And also joining us today from Colorado, Fergie, the infamous Fergie.
Infamous, but hi,
Well-
everyone. Hi.
Fergie, you are my hero.
He's mine too.
You guys are so sweet.
So it's ladies' night tonight. We got $2 off well drinks, $1 off all domestic beers, and the shots are free as long as they're in Jello form. So
Oh.
Oh, you should have warned me. I'd have gotten some Jello shots. I
Jello
love me some Jello shots. Oh,
everybody loves. I mean, everybody loves Jello shots. They just don't like admitting that they like Jello
Yeah.
shots.
my mother a few weeks ago got excited because she was going to some work thing and made Jello shots. I was like,
Oh,
okay,
man.
Mom, relax.
That's awesome.
I don't know how. I don't know. It's like the texture thing, just the goopy slime. I can't do them. It gets in my mouth, and it just.
Yeah. Keep going.
It's no good.
I'm
All right.
so glad we're starting off on a good foot.
You're also the one drinking Keystone, so
That's right.
for shame, you're like,
God damn it, Kyle. We have Patreon money. You can drink Miller Lite.
Yeah, but
I
you
mean,
know,
look at this. This is what Patreon money is buying.
Dragon's
I
Milk,
wish.
Wait a minute.
$60 4-pack.
Oh yeah, that was. I bought this when I got my bonus from work. It was the night that Zach Matthews and all those guys were coming over to my house before Michigan regionals, and I was like, "Motherfuckers, I'm buying! I got a bonus!"
Yeah,
That
the
was-
shield bonus
that was
token
a-
on the bed for
That was
Zach
a mistake.
Matthews.
Okay, so we're going to get to know our guests a little better today. One of the questions we like to ask is, first of all, what are you guys flying these days?
Hey, Coach, we got to start at the beginning, like
Okay.
the very beginning, and because we got ladies here, I figure the only question we can reasonably ask is, clearly a man got you into this game, so let us know, how'd you get into this?
Funny how often that question comes up. And
Right? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does, and that's terrible.
Just dive into that one.
Like I mean it all tongue in cheek, but like, how did you get into all this?
why do you play this game? I like
Okay.
games. I like Star Wars.
There you
Here I
go.
am.
There you go.
Damn.
I do it for the girls.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
Hey, I got 3 of them on my podcast. Working out pretty good.
Touche.
So, Star Wars and miniature games.
Long-time gamer.
What
Friend
was
of
your
mine
first ship you bought?
My first ship I bought was a corset, followed by an interceptor.
Nice.
Corset?
Yes, of course.
Corset.
God.
They've got a lingerie shop and an X-Wing game store. Right? They're
New
cornering the
Zealand
market.
is weird, but suddenly I want to move there.
Yeah.
You know, okay, we were talking about how we were gonna approach this episode, and like we were like, okay, do we take it seriously? Do we approach like the women's issues and stuff? Is like, do we have to like hold ourselves back because we get obnoxious? And we were like, you know what? fuck this. Equality, bitches. We're going crazy just like we always do, and
That's
here
right.
we are. And
You know what? If we cover some issues along the way, we're doing well.
that's our policy all the time. If we manage a little bit of content, hooray!
We accidentally stumble across content. Good for us. Oh, that's awesome. Interceptor. I like the choice. That was my TIE Fighter was my first one. I had to have Howl Runner. So but
Yeah, I moved on to the Swarm very quickly.
that's awesome. Too bad it doesn't exist anymore. Except in Rebel form.
You say that. I just lost one the other day.
Yeah, you don't know what the New Zealand meta is.
That's true.
Hey, we have a guy still rocking Whisper in our top cuts.
We actually had a fellow OCX guy from Iowa move for a semester to New Zealand to do his aquatic biology. What are they? Marine biology. There you go. Aquatic.
Tiny
We do
island,
have a lot of
plenty
water.
That makes sense.
You have a lot of water and some really cool fish apparently too.
It's good diving.
I've never done that.
Anything to get off the island, right?
Yeah, we go visit the other island called Australia.
Aren't we all just big islands?
In my heart.
It's so deep, right?
So, Sara, what was your first non-corset?
I bought an ARC 170 and a Hawk 290 and put together some Rebel jank.
Oh, that's
Oh, so
awesome.
you got into it pretty late in the game then.
Yeah, I started playing about a month before Heroes of the Resistance came out, I think.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That just felt like yesterday.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming
Jamie Crack taught me how to play and then gave me 4 Y-Wings and said, go win games. So I did.
There you go.
okay.
So winning games with 4 Y-Wings, how does that work? Because Mark's never explained it to us.
You roll 12 dice per turn and hope that they're all hits.
That must be what Mark's getting wrong.
You just roll more dice. That's what happens.
You take a focus and pray. Fergie, what was your first non-corset ship? Corset. I'm going to use that word all the time.
Actually, for me, it was Vader, just because I wanted to be thematic and be like, well, he's awesome. Let's see how this goes. Let's just say it was not awesome my first time. It was very sad.
Yeah,
okay.
we all thought we all thought he was going to be good when he first came out, and he was pretty good. But then, like, one more expansion came out, and he's just
yeah, not as great.
I'm still amazed he was in the first Worlds winning list.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I thought she was going to say Vader because she's sounding like a robot again.
Am I sounding like a robot again? Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to tell her. I wasn't going to make her feel bad.
Oh, no. That's what we're all about on this show.
Domo.
Oh, there it is. You have the robot voice again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can fix that.
Okay. We'll wait.
Dude, no, we won't.
Come on. I love making John have...
We never got to see what Fergie was drinking yet. She's the only one that hasn't showed us.
That's true.
Oh, Fergie.
She looks like, oh no, where's my beer?
What are we drinking tonight? Sign language. W
Show
for
us
mixing
the
things.
beer.
You can't hear us.
B for beer.
Show us the
That's not a
beer.
B. And now we just totally silenced her for the entire show. Aw. Now I feel bad. Oh well. Moving on.
And here is an example.
Oh, she's trying. I see it.
She keeps looking at us and looking at the computer like, are they watching me?
Zoom in
Yes.
closer, coach.
You need a presenter.
What?
Guys,
Enhance.
she's turning it off and back
Enhance.
on again. Give it some time.
All right, we'll give it some time. I think Vader was a solid choice. I still like Vader.
Yeah,
Especially
and
when
he has the best alt arts.
he does
Like,
have the best
got-
altar.
You got the movie still, which is a baller movie still. You got Disco Vader.
That's my favorite.
I just got one last week.
You just got
Finally.
your first Disco Vader?
Yep.
Yeah.
Although, your guy who did the Drunk Assist Astromech cards sent me a ton of Ben Swallow cards.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he sent a bunch of extra cards.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
My favorite one's the Lego one.
The Lego one.
Lego Ben Swallow. Where are they? Why aren't you showing them?
Okay.
You slacker.
Yeah. Slacker.
Now we can all be muted.
Oh man.
Hey guys, I'm back. Still a robot?
Hey!
You are
No
good.
robot.
You're not a robot.
Not a
What-
robot.
again.
Okay.
Where's your beer, Fergie? You know there's a 6-drink minimum.
Come on.
What?
I
would be
know
dead
you
if
drink.
drank
We
that
both
much.
had beers that are.
Okay, Coach. Did you see what I was actually drinking though? That was rude.
Oh,
It was vitamin water.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was not actual beer.
did you see what I was drinking? It was some weird like orange crush and beer concoction. I'm blaming the whole.
That was
whole
the
game
Jedi.
on that.
What was that? It was called an Orange Jedi or something like that.
Oh
Yeah, it
god,
was-
that drink was so bad.
It
No
was-
offense to that. It was so bad.
So the best thing was, like I got it right, and I walked over and I see that Chicago and Kyle are both drinking it. I take a couple drinks. I walk up and I go, "This is bad," and they go, "Yep."
And yet you kept drinking.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
because it's a party foul to just get rid of it. I mean,
can't
Yeah.
live that down.
you hold your
Alright.
nose and you down it as fast as possible.
So I'm presenting myself. So we have this Ben Swallow card.
The
Giant.
lighting is
Fantastic.
wonderful.
Man, titties. Then we have one of just the titties.
Oh wow.
Perfect.
Wow.
Ben Swallow.
And then,
Swallow.
then the Lego one is probably
That's
my
my
favorite. one.
favorite.
But to show you guys the real good hotness, we do have the first OCX sanctioned promo card.
I am so excited to get my hands on some of those.
I want
The
one.
Drunk Assist
Badly.
Astromech. Can you
If you
read what
couldn't-
it says?
If you couldn't read, it's the Drunk Assist Astromech. No shooty outside arc. Did move question mark? No overlap question mark. No shot question mark. Do action thing. And for flavor text, I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. Said by Darth Vader, Lord of the Sith.
Oh,
And
so
if you look
perfect.
real close, the copyright little symbol is get, and then like another beer symbol.
Get beer.
Yeah,
God.
So when can
That-
we expect those in the mailbox?
That is sexy, also. I like
Does the back look good? He was bitching over and over about how the quality wasn't good.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that. Like you can see where the gray, and then it's where he pasted the image into it. But we're really not that picky, man.
Right? Hey,
it's good.
hey, if you look at the Patreon thing, it said if we get here, we'll do something basically in Paint. That's really freaking good for Paint.
This image was in Paint. We made this in Microsoft Paint.
Well, okay, I did a little bit. The gradient I did in GIMP, so I amped it up a little bit
You didn't need to say that.
Yeah,
just for you all because I love you.
Another discussion that you guys weren't able to see when we were talking about it was his coach was pretty upset because there was a rebel droid that looked like it was in an Imperial background. And the response to that was, hey, a drunk
He's
droid
drunk.
can be wherever he wants to be.
Right?
Don't question how he got there.
I just Googled Star Wars hallway and just pasted it on like the first fucking thing I saw.
I'm just assuming he's hired by the Empire for like all the stormtroopers that get off work, and they're like, "We just slaughtered an entire village. I need a double." Like the Empire's
He just
like,
doesn't know his
"No
purpose,
driving."
so he drinks.
What's that?
Maybe he just doesn't know his purpose, so he drinks to pass the time.
This is
I don't know my role in life. Just pounding them down.
your role in life is to pass the sugar. It's like, oh
Okay.
Jesus Christ,
Pass the butter.
butter. That was it. Oh, thank you. That poor droid. Oh God, he was so depressed.
So, this actually brings up one of my points that I wrote down on the show notes.
Right.
Eh?
Yo,
I call it bullshit. You just wrote that down.
Right.
All
there's the
art
scribbles again.
cards right there.
on the bottom that you just
Oh.
circled.
Shut up.
Hey, he's trying, guys. C for effort. Come on.
What? Okay, first of all, I want to tell you the idea that I have. I know that there's the hot cop, the hotshot co-pilalt alt art card.
Don't
I
even get
just
me
had this
started.
idea.
Don't
just
even
had
get
this-
me started on that card.
Oh no! You're gonna love this idea. So for the next, not the next, but the next alt art card, I really want to get a dual-sided card. It's hotshot co-pilalt. It's a hot cop, but on one side, it's like a super like slutty like girl dressed up in a cop uniform. But on the other side, it's like the gay guy stripper in the cop uniform.
The dude in the
where's the
banana
lady?
hammock with the
Yep.
chap.
Guy in the
We
banana
support
hammock.
equality.
Like I wanna dual gender this baby. Like it's gonna be great.
It is a step forward.
This is what we're all about. We're trying
You
to.
gotta have an 80s porn stash too.
Progress.
I can't leave that out.
I just want to see the reaction of people walking by, like looking at lists, and there's just a dude in a cop uniform, like what in the fuck is that? Like what? But yeah.
Man.
So alt art cards. I mean, obviously, Star Wars is a nerdy game, and a lot of nerds are dudes, and a lot of dudes are into Star Wars that are not. Let's just say there's a lot of single Star Wars fans out there. so I can see where it gradually gravitates towards, embellishing a few things, but you can count on OCX. We're gonna keep that baby. What was the other idea that I had? It was the Sunterfell card, and it was gonna be like a Gucci model in like underwear. But we were gonna Photoshop like a Sunterfell or a Imperial helmet over it. So be looking out for that one too.
Okay,
We're
so
looking out after you, ladies.
okay, Coach. So, since we're talking about alternate arts, I've got our first pickup line. Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
Hang on. I need a drink. Wait.
Yep, I did too.
Hit me.
Okay. If you were a pilot, you'd be a Black Moon Squadron, because then I would have no need for alternate arts.
Good.
Oh, it's so bad. Bonus points if you know what a Black Moon Squadron is.
I'm so glad we're starting out with that one.
You gotta
Oh,
get
it only
better
gets
from here.
worse. It only gets worse.
It only gets worse.
Okay. I was gonna try to do like a whole like the speed dating or like a like it's the dating game kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was good.
I gotta start learning to not start things with Kyle. He just loves to finish the song. The one question I wanted to ask, girls, ladies, who's going to Worlds? And if you are, what? I mean, not exactly what are you flying, but what do you expect to see flying against? Maybe. Anybody going to Worlds?
Yep. I live in New Zealand. Do you know how expensive that is?
Yeah. No, I don't know how, but I can imagine.
Hey, it's like New Zealand is like right next to the United States on the map.
You
Like
think
there's like a
that?
little bit of blue shit in the middle.
Like maybe
I mean-
3 inches of it.
Yeah, it's like that far away. Come on.
I'll just walk over. That's all right. I'm in the process of getting good, so I can win Aussie Nationals, and they'll pay for me to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say, elaborate on this. What is this Onyx World Cup thing? Is that like? I don't know. Never mind.
I'm not in
okay.
the Onyx Squadron.
No, but aren't they
No,
holding like
the
a
guys-
really big tournament?
Yeah, no, the guys over in Australia run some really big, massive, amazing tournaments. Like we just don't get that much love, like from FFG or anything like that. So we kind of have to do anything. I mean, New Zealand's really small, so we struggle a lot. But the Aussie guys are nailing it. Like each of the states kind of has a crew that runs good events. Onyx is the Sydney team. From what I've seen, their shit looks pretty good.
Mm. Some
Do you have any like inside baseball information on why FFG is not doing anything in that area of the world?
We're just too small. Why should they care?
It's hard to walk there.
But don't you guys have like 100+ tournaments all the time? I mean, between the two of you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Australia could do it. I mean, I don't see why they don't have one. I mean, we would all travel for that. And
I mean,
I think that's what the Aussie guys have set out to do, is to just prove how many people show up and come on, take us seriously.
We're going to do a march for all the countries that love X-Wing at FFG, with all the flags of the countries that can't get any FFG support, and walk through that entire center and just protest their inability to give you guys the love you
spend
deserve.
all of our fucking Patreon money on flags, aren't we?
No,
Damn
you know
right.
what? We're just going to keep
get the
sending
little tiny
flags over.
ones.
The little tiny ones.
Yeah.
On stage.
We're not going to go full board about it, but
We're just going to protest. And, I think if we don't even need to buy flags. 'Cause each one of us can just paint our bodies as one of the flags and walk in there shirtless the way OCX does.
Or we're just going to keep sending a contingent of amazing players over there, and eventually one of us are going to win it, and you're going to have to take us seriously.
I agree with that. But I also like Kyle's idea of us taking our shirts off and painting our bodies. I mean, come on.
Okay, all
Any
right,
reason
sure.
to take the shirts off and walk.
Don't deny me that. We'll just write hashtag Australia X-Wing Lives Matter too.
I don't know if you would be able to get that kind of detail through all the hair.
Come on, guys. We're not spring bucks anymore.
Balls, Chico.
I'll have to put on my Chewbacca mask.
Oh, there you go.
So, Sarah, you are going to Worlds? Yay.
Yep, I am. I didn't win a regional. Clearly, I'm bad at the game, so I had to get in on the second chance.
You won a regional?
No, I said I didn't win a regional because I'm apparently
because
bad.
you're bad at the game. There you go. Okay.
So yeah, I got in with the second chance first come first serve tickets.
Oh, you got in that one. I heard that
too.
one was just as brutal.
I get to play on day 1A. I know I'm a local, but I don't want to play on Wednesday. I can't.
I get to judge on day 1A.
I will see you there.
Well, I can't take Wednesday through Friday off from work to be at Worlds the whole week, so I can only take Wednesday off from work now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I wanted Thursday, because then I could have taken Thursday, Friday off.
What time do you get off of work?
Oh, like 4. I can just drive over there.
Oh, there's
for
plenty of time to drink in the
festivities,
parking
yeah.
lot with us.
I am pretty sure you can find someone to switch your ticket from Wednesday to Thursday.
No big deal.
Because that Thursday group looks like a murderer's row of them.
It's a murder's
Yeah,
row.
So maybe she
I
doesn't
don't
want to do that.
No. Like, I'm confident I can win games, but I know I suffer when it's 6 rounds of Swiss and not 7
Especially
rounds
if
of
you
Swiss.
play against Coach.
He's got that drunk swagger. It takes him a long time to move his ships around. And he's only got 2 of them.
That's all right. He's got his pretty pink template now. He knows which way to go.
I got my precinct. Got my precinct.
It's always 3 hard.
It's always 3 hard.
3 how to go home.
Well, he is running YV666 and a Shadowcaster, and those are their favorite moves. So
That's pretty much the only template. That and the one straight's the only one I need. So when you're thinking about where I'm gonna go, you got 4 options, 3 options.
What stands out to you? Yeah.
I'm going one. I have the stop option. I do have that.
Oh, that's true. We need a stop template. That's what we need.
Well, that's exciting.
A stop template.
I stopped.
I'm not judging that.
Just put the square neatly around your template and then lift it back up.
Just lift it up and set it back down.
And then when you're
and just mess with the play of it. So like put the one template to the farthest left of the nubs, pick it up, and then set it back down to the furthest right of the nubs. I did a 0.
And then when someone's bumped into you, you're like, "Excuse me, can you mark your ship? I need to stop."
I need to put my template down.
I am taking no judge calls from you guys. Brent Wong can tell you. Sorry, Brent.
It's gonna be great.
Have fun visiting the bottom tables for that one.
I am excited for day 1A just because it's gonna feel like the old tournaments of old, where it's like everyone's gonna be there to have fun, man. They already took the whole week off work. Sorry, Sarah, you didn't, but pretty much everyone else is gonna be like, "Yep, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's gonna be a party."
Oh yeah.
It's going to be something.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. I definitely should have that press pass ticket because I'm gonna be snapping pictures all the time. Like, if you want to know what's going on at Worlds, you should join OCX Ace's Facebook page.
I'm already on there, so I look forward to the updates.
Oh,
I don't know how you manage to keep your battery life on your phone. Mine dies just from the constant buzzing in my pocket from the fucking group Ace.
He doesn't need vibrating underwear. He has the group chat.
He's got the groupie chat.
My
Hey, that's a new commercial.
No.
Never mind. Never mind. Oh. We do need Andrea to do another commercial. Oh, we have 3 ladies on. We could probably have
when we get to Worlds, we can go around and record people taking their shirts off and have Andrea doing the commentary over the whole video at the end, because it's X-Wing players gone wild.
Yes.
We're gonna be talking to dudes, and we're gonna try to get them to take their shirts off while playing X-Wing, and they're gonna go, "Woo!"
Whoa! Equality. We'll talk to ladies too. We'll just sound much more nervous.
We will.
We're equality across the board when it comes to taking your shirts off. We ask everybody.
It was so much fun giving
nice
Mark
to hear.
hell this week. We were prepping for this, and he's like trying to make us like stay all wholesome and shit. And it's like, dude, like that ain't who we are.
I think my favorite line in our discussions was he's like, "It's my wife's birthday Wednesday, and I might be able to hop on." And I was like, "Yeah, I bet your wife would really love you taking time out of her birthday to go talk to 3 ladies over the internet."
This can only end well. It was second CAC. He ditched his wife's birthday to go to the CAC, and he made us all call her on speakerphone and sing her happy birthday.
Aww.
Yeah. So I think that was the only thing that saved him, and why he's still alive to this day.
Yeah. He does have a pretty good condition card coming out as well, so.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that.
That's going to be good. Fergie, are you going to Worlds?
Yeah, actually, I am. I'm
Nice.
super excited.
You're
Which
not
one?
1A, are you?
Huh?
Are you 1A?
I am not. I'm
Yes.
actually 1C.
I'll be seeing you on Friday.
Oh, well, see you then.
Good. You can fly off the board again, sir.
That's right.
Yeah, do you fly similar to Coach here? Because I like that.
No, he doesn't. No. He actually pays attention to the game. So, a little backstory. I personally want to know, okay, so for a little backstory on Fergie, she is the one that took my crates templates because I flew Asajj off the board and she beat me 100-0 with a list that I fly should never lose 100-0, but it did. That's what happens.
Took your crates templates. Is that what the kids call it these days?
She took my crates templates and she was very excited. And I told her.
That was a great video, just watching you just like, oh, damn it, okay. Just throwing them across the board. That was awesome.
And you were very happy to receive them.
I was, until I found out they were cursed and realized that they indeed are cursed. So thanks, Coach. Thanks a lot.
I told her, I said, just let you know they're cursed. And I think it was like 2 games later, you took, what was it, 4 natural crits?
It was insane, and my Asajj died for a 4 natural crit shot because it was 2 direct hits. I was like, are you kidding me right now? It was stupid.
Oh.
It was stupid.
And I was only like a couple of tables down from her. She's like, Coach, I just took 4 fucking crits. I says, it's the templates. So how have they been behaving lately?
No, it was pretty bad. When I went to Adepticon, they were not doing very well for me there either.
I couldn't have helped but notice, but I was looking for your name on the list, and it was way at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. I think I played a max of like 3 games that weekend. Well, to be fair, I was there for Destiny too, so it wasn't just.
Well, I tell you what, I have a deal for you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a deal for you at Worlds, but I will get to you at Worlds, and I'll tell you my deal.
Okay.
Collusion! I won't allow it!
You're gonna leave us all hanging, bro?
Okay.
So I can't just say that.
I may or may not trade you back the crate templates for some OCX templates.
Oh.
Ooh.
Those babies ain't gonna be cursed.
But Kano knows those. Like.
She wants us both!
She wants them
Fergie, take the deal, then go against him and whoop his ass again and take the crate templates back.
There you go.
Oh my god, if that happens.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
If that happens, I'm literally gonna crawl into a corner of the FFG
I
Center.
believe you can do this.
This is great.
Hashtag goals right there.
Hey. Right here, show notes. Goals.
Did you guys happen to mention what you're flying at all, or what you think you're going to be?
No, we haven't gotten to that part yet.
Well, I think we tried with Sarah, but then we went on a tangent.
Okay, so next question. What are you guys flying today? It doesn't need to be what you're going to be flying for Worlds, but what are you guys flying today? We'll start with AJ.
Me? Wow. Funny you should ask. Over the weekend, a list that a guy in Australia and I have built together, mostly he built it, I just fly it. Between the two of us, we got it to number 21 on MetaWing.
Ooh.
Nice.
Your powers combined.
Our powers combined and our
Nice to
excellent
see a woman
results.
taking credit for a man's work. That's
Oh,
Hey, I have finished it. Let's be honest here.
achievement.
He could only top 8. I could top 4. So it's a scum alpha with a bump master in there to just sort of go mess up some shit, eye on some guys. Oh, and then drop a rig cargo chute when you think you're about to get away. It's nasty.
Sounds like a list after my own heart.
You were just
It's nasty.
blowing sweet nothings in a Kyle's ears. He loves the rig cargo chute.
Yeah. The sloop and poop.
Should we just rename that the Sloot and Poop?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got a bump master and
Nim and Tirani. So because no one flies a Kimagil around these parts,
They are
they
great.
also discounted them.
no kidding.
Yeah,
That's basically cold hot dogs. That's like warm hot dogs.
warm
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Lukewarm
Hot dogs down under.
Luke, hot dogs down under.
oh my god.
They fly in the opposite direction.
Oh man.
Down under hot dogs. You don't beat hot dogs. Hot dogs beat you.
Oh, that's such a good tagline. That's awesome. 21 on MetaWing. That's pretty good.
I know, right?
That's
It's the
Kyle,
second
why
highest
aren't you running the
scum
bump?
Coach, how's Jabba doing on MetaWing?
Holding solid.
Sure.
That at the bottom. I don't. I don't enter in bad lists. I only enter in the lists I do good with.
Oh, don't worry, we hunt you down. And put it
I know. Sarah, what are you flying these days?
I will be bringing Nora, Ezra, and Lorik to Worlds. My list is totally not a secret.
Now, didn't you like crush some serious competition just recently? Or was
I did okay at Adepticon, but
Yeah.
I didn't make cut. I started 4-0, but then I lost 2 games in a row.
Yep.
Yep, I hit a mirror matchup and I lost in a 0-0 final salvo.
Oh, so
Oh,
And then I faced
I've been there. That sucks so bad.
round 6, I faced a Twin Cities player who had 2 tie Ds, one with ion cannon and one with tractor beam, and then countdown.
Oh.
And the shitty thing about that is I played him a few weeks ago and he had expertise, and I'm like, hey, with all the stress control out, you might want to try Predator instead. So he did, and then crushed me.
Blame
dare
it on
you
his
take your
whim.
opponent.
I sent 2 people to the cut.
You got an assist.
So the next time that happens, you just reach across the board, slap all their miniatures off the mat, and then see what they do about it.
Biting the hand that feeds you.
Yeah,
So
the other
Code,
thing I've been toying with is 2 PS5 Key Magilas plus a Mandalorian Mercenary fire spray. Just alpha something off the board. It's fun.
It's so much fun.
3
cluster
harpoon
missiles.
missiles.
Oh,
Cluster missiles.
3 harpoon. And crack shot on all of them.
Ooh,
crack shot's pretty deadly, but the
that
thing
sucks.
is you're gonna like what was it that I had on them instead? Do you have long range scanners on them?
Nope, chips.
Because chips is better.
I tried it with
better.
LRS. I tried 2 with Moralo Evol, and he had Mangler Cannon Boba Fett crew, and that was also kind of nasty. But that was with LRS, and I think chips is better. Yeah.
Turns out projecting your target against good players doesn't turn out well.
No.
That
'Cause
said,
they
I
get
did take a Dengar off in 1 round in the hyperspace qualifier.
That had to feel good.
There were 3 rounds of combat in the game.
Nice.
For the record, it was not my Dengar.
For the record, it wasn't Fergie.
Nope.
It was me.
Both my Key Magilas ended the game with 1 left, 1 health left.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, Fergie, what do you got?
I mean, right now, I've been taking kind of a break just because I'm a little tired. But if I would be flying something, it'd definitely be Ghost Fan right now. Because I'll be honest, ever since I played one of your buddies from OCX that was flying Ghost Fan at the Nebraska regional.
John.
Was it John? Yeah, and he was dead drunk that day. And still I'm very sour about that. So
That's how we do, though. Don't underestimate the OCX guys when we're drunk. We still
Oh my
play
God.
X-Wing.
He was so drunk. Nice guy, great guy, everything. But he was so drunk. And he still beat me. So, yeah, no skill.
How we
you're
do.
a Ghost Fan player,
I don't know about you, but I play better drunk.
Apparently this guy does too, so maybe I'm just underestimating him.
I remember that too because I looked at him and he was like, I'm like,
Yeah.
can you even see your dials right
When he was sitting there going like this, looking at the dial, I knew he was gone.
They're like, Judge, he's trying to slow play. No, he's just trying to focus.
Is this a 3 bank or a 2 forward?
Can't be worse than Luke's drink and drop. He's- oh my God, he was so drunk. Like he was so drunk, he dropped and I dropped. Like it was bad.
I've never done that before. I never had 2
funny.
people drop.
Yeah. No, it was all good fun though. I love
Now-
Nebraska Regional. I wish all regionals were like that.
Would you be running the R3A2 version or the Flight Assist Astromech? Drunk Assist Astromech.
Probably the drunk assist astromech.
Yes.
For sure.
Nice.
Just for fun.
Just
But
for fun.
like I said, I'm not a big fan of the list. I would just do it to prove people about the no scale part of it. That's all. And yes, I talk a lot of smack. I'm sorry.
Hey,
So I love that your headphones are OCX color.
Oh, that is. I never.
Clearly
noticed
that was on purpose, right?
Oh, on purpose, totally.
Yeah.
I don't remember you talking any smack to me.
now she just needs to march the fridge, get a beer.
You don't really need to talk smack to the guy you know you're going to kick his ass.
She didn't have enough time.
She didn't. When Sarah mentioned there was only like 3 rounds of combat, I was like trying to remember our game. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we only shot twice. And then it was bloop, and dead, and then it was yay, we could go drink more.
Yeah, it was a pretty quick game according to that picture.
Oh my goodness.
Also,
then-
Fergie,
Uh-huh.
Fergie, don't be sorry. You do what you do. Don't apologize.
Oh no, it was wicked. she pulled that 5 straight out, and I was like, oh shit. Well, Bumpville for both of my guys.
Better fly off the board.
Yeah.
New strategy, guys. Go over there.
Right? There's a rock on this side, but there's going off the board on the other side. Let's just fly off the board.
Yeah, Fergie, instead of apologizing, we need you to say, "Coach, get wrecked."
Oh.
Or is it get good? Or both?
Good.
What did we come up with the other day? Or got gooder?
God, how drunk were you?
Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay. We got time for one more. So we did. Oh, okay. Let's. Do we want to save that? Okay. We got time for a couple pickup lines. Go.
Oh, Jesus. Stoos, what do you got? Go, Stoos.
Oh no.
Nope.
Is he gone?
If he were a laser, he'd be set to stun.
Nice.
You got to do whoever came up with the Alderaan one. You got to do that one.
Okay. All right. Well, someone tell me something about geeks. Bad love.
Geeks in their natural state have a very hard time talking to girls.
That be because they're looking for love in Alderaan places.
I think we lost Kyle.
No, he's just off doing laundry or something.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to use up his.
Okay, here he is. All right, Kyle.
What?
It's time for pickup lines.
We're doing
Go.
pickup lines. What's your pickup line?
Oh, okay, first pickup line.
First.
Oh, we were brainstorming.
He has not been busy at all today. He had to get his phone out. Don't worry, I got a Google Doc for this
He
one.
made notes. He made show notes.
He made show notes.
These were our show notes.
Son of a...
If I took an EPT upgrade, I'd take expert handling because I'd like to roll you around.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, you must be a stormtrooper because I think you just missed.
Okay.
Oh, there was the one I saw. It was what was it? Oh, it was it was a meme, but I stole it. It's like I'd hit that like a tree on Endor.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
That's always a great scene. So I got one here. Is your name Miranda? Because I want to slam those curves.
Oh no!
Oh, wow. Wow, that was a good one. Oh, man. Okay, so we'll do more pickup lines later. I think that's all we can handle for right now. Before we go on a commercial break, excuse me, I think all of us are wondering, Chico, what's the deal with the Aardvark logo?
Oh, God, we're bringing that up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is like, it feels like a really lame story, but I'll tell it anyways because you asked. So back in high school, I randomly found the picture somewhere. I had been looking for like a username to use because back in high school, every young boy has a fancy gamer tag that they want to use. So, right.
And some girls.
There you go. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I found this picture of a green aardvark with boxing gloves and a jetpack, and I'm like, holy shit, that looks amazing. So it became Killer Aardvark. And the word aardvark starts with 2 A's, which is dumb. So if you ever find my username, it's Killer Aardvark with only 1 A at the beginning.
Well,
because...
so does Aaron's name, but
Yeah, what the
which
fuck
is
do you
dumb.
gotta get? Hey,
Yeah, it's just dumb. So yeah, I dropped the A. And it also helped with a lot of those websites that you can only use so many letters in the username. So it had one less. Hooray. So like years later, I'm debating getting my getting a tattoo, and it was going to be my first tattoo, and I wanted to get my Killer Aardvark logo, but I was like, I can't do it because I don't remember where I got this image from, and I don't want it to be something lame, and then all of a sudden realize it, and it's there forever. So I was like like it was really weird because I was like, I've been using this forever, and I have no idea where it's from. And then I was on Board Game Geek, and I have that as my logo on Board Game Geek. And some guy sends me a message. He's like, "Hey, why are you using my image as your avatar?" And I'm like, "Are you serious? You made this thing?" Turns out it was from Babylon 5. If you've ever seen that TV show. There was some episode where they were trying to elect a new leader for this alien race, and they had like the green team versus the purple team, and it was this all-out war to see who could get their new leader, and it was just really an insane episode. And the forums that fans of Babylon 5 created, like they decided to break into the purple team and the green team and just yell at each other because that's what nerds do. And the green team came up with their mascot, which was a green aardvark. So that image became their mascot, and it's actually in the show at one point. One of the little starfighters is flying through, and there's the green killer aardvark punching boxing gloves and a jetpack right on the wing. They used to take art from fans and throw it on the wings of those things. So they put that on there, and you know, his image was in the show. Well, so anyways, he sent me that message, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, I found you. And like I asked him, was like, do you mind if I continue using it? And he's like, oh hell yeah. He's like, keep going. And I was like, I also want to get a tattoo of it. Is that okay? And he's like, yes, that's awesome. Do that. So
did he get to pick where it goes?
No, he hadn't. Like, I almost got to meet him in Gen Con, but we just never crossed paths. So that wasn't my first tattoo, because I didn't meet him by the time that the urge overtook me. So my first one, I ended up getting the Boba Fett, Mandalorian symbol.
Very nice.
But I ended up finally getting my Killer Aardvark over on the other side, so he's on there for eternity. So,
well, that was an interesting story.
Yep.
Well, I have to go to the bathroom, so this sounds like a great time for a commercial break. So now we're in commercial break, so we can talk whatever the hell we want to. There's no record of this.
Man, that pickup line got much more of a laugh than I thought it would.
It was pretty great.
Did anyone see the YouTube chat comment about something about Trajectory Simulator? It was genius.
Oh, good. I just Trajectory Simulated all over that. Good one, Kiefer.
Yeah, and they tagged me in that.
Did they?
AJ, it works.
Oh boy. Oh, that's good. I was trying to find a balance between like funny and not like just completely overboard, because like some of those like traditional pickup lines can go way overboard, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to that level. Not yet. I haven't had enough to drink quite for that one. What was the other one I was coming up with? I better hurry up and get that. It's oh god, you know you've hit an interesting point in life when you're going to a squadron builder to develop pickup lines. Oh shit, what has life come to? I need something with an EPT. Here we go. There, got it. Oh god. Ooh, I could do something good with Cool Hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack shot that.
that was the one. Where is it?
The anticipation is killing me.
Do I use it later or just waste it during commercial break? I feel like I have to use it later. I'll use it later. There. Leave you in anticipation. Ah.
Insert best Rocky Horror meme here.
I missed that one. And my wife's like a super fan of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Which the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show, because whatever
Tim Curry.
Yeah, Tim Curry, because Disney now bought whatever company made Rocky Horror Picture Show. He's the latest Disney queen.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love
he
that.
is. Just like Leia's now an official Disney princess.
Must have been muted, huh?
What?
Was I or was I not muted?
Did you say something awesome?
I don't. Obviously, I was muted.
Okay.
Because I know the Rocky Horror Show. It's got time warp in it.
Let's do the time warp.
And then it's got the sweet transvestite song. Yeah, there's all sorts of goodies in that.
Transvestite.
Yeah, my wife, her song with her stepdad at our wedding was from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's awesome.
Well, they did the time warp at some point, but I swear they did a different song.
The time warp's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I forget what it was though.
Hey, Luke, on the chat, Luke's asking what my tattoos are. The two in the front are Star Wars, and the one on my arm is Disney.
You know what the funny thing about it is I want to get a Mandalore tattoo like Chico has, but I've already got a phoenix on my right arm, and I got a sweater on, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my sleeve up.
Go then.
But I've got
Take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off.
Take it off.
I've got a phoenix on my right arm. Does that make me like part of the rebellion Mandalorian army and rebels?
Oh,
See, I balanced it out.
Phoenix?
I put Phasma on the left. Oh, I can't really see.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
There you go.
Layer on the right.
Yeah.
We got to present this. Just saying, we can't see. When you stop talking, you disappear.
Okay, so
What's on her head?
it's a tauntaun head.
Oh, nice.
So it's traditional tattoos, but so traditional style tattoos. So you have to, if you look at them, you don't know they're Star Wars.
Right.
And then Phasma's a gypsy head.
You know, that's what I always thought with this thing, is that people wouldn't realize that it was Star Wars, and now that was
Too mainstream.
Yeah, it's all mainstream now. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, and then we got good old Snow White.
When I'm 90 years old, I'm gonna get OCX just tattooed right on my chest.
All right. You're gonna wax with some OCX stickers
The other
first?
tattoo I want to get is like
all
on my
bear. I'm all bear.
back here. The symbol for Brotherhood of Steel from Fallout. I want to get that.
Yeah.
But do it in the colors of my fraternity. I think that would be awesome.
I can't grow hair, so I'm smooth everywhere.
Dude, like, you have more canvas for tattoos. Like, if I put something here, it's got to be like a forest scene or something.
Or you can just like make sure that whatever you're
Do
drawing
Chewbacca
envelops the hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what is our topic for after commercial?
I have World's FAQ
Huh.
because everyone else is getting one. You
Rapid
know what they're going to
speculation.
have. You know they're going to be doing FAQ.
I can't discuss that.
Oh. Is it tomorrow?
Now they're coming out with these things on Tuesday.
My guess was tomorrow.
I have no knowledge if it may or may not be happening.
I
need to get another beer.
Hey Fergie, you might not want to be running Ghost Ben anymore.
Oh, thank God.
That's all right. My Boba
Guilty
Fett's
small base only.
Fucking hashtag Jabo meta, baby.
I want to see full chaos and see TLT is now 12 squad points.
Yeah.
It's a twin laser turret, not a single laser turret. Just double the cost.
I like that.
It's not that scary. I've beaten everyone I've come across.
It's not scary for me at all, but then I watch these poor people playing Miranda, Fen, Lorik, and they just can't do it.
I know.
It's so cute, and that's why I play Nora in my variant, because I'm like, hey, Ghost Fen, I can do that, that's fine. And then
so
I faced
cute.
0 Ghost Fens. I faced 0 Ghost Fens at tournaments with my list. I faced them at like weeklies, but not at Adepticon.
Yeah.
I want that matchup.
There were not that many at Adepticon.
No, I would have taken that for 3 or 4 rounds of Swiss and been fine.
I had to fly against one of them, and I beat it, but I had to fly my ass off with cold hot dogs to do it, though.
You know, I think there's going to be more at Worlds than there was at Adepticon, because like there was a fair number in Chicago, because that's where it kind of made its debut. There were a lot in Indy, because that's where it really like took off. But then in Michigan, they really died down. And Adepticon, there weren't that many. But I think that's just because the Midwest is wholesome enough that we just try to counter it.
Yeah, there's a lot of Nim Miranda around me, but there's barely any ghosts around me.
Well, but now with Worlds, we're going to be pulling from a lot of other locations. So all of the Imperials from Nova area are going to be showing up, and all of the whatever trash that Diyun drags with him, right?
You know, Chico, that actually makes me really happy. I'm an Imperial player at heart, so I hope you're right.
No, don't.
I would be so excited.
I
don't care what people fly. The only thing I don't want to see are awful judge questions.
Yeah, Chico's a saint. He can do whatever he wants.
Don't let me forget. I got some beef.
You mean like the question I'd ask you at Chicago?
What was the question?
I had 2 harpoon conditions on a guy, and he was trying to convince me that a crit didn't trigger both, and I'm like, no, you motherfucker,
right.
you're taking both.
Oh my gosh!
Style with that shit.
Do we want to go over my obnoxious call from CAC?
Yes, I think we can add that in there. We can add that in there.
The most obnoxious harpoon question I've ever had in my life.
Oh yeah,
and it was amazing.
Nothing like the poon questions.
We'll probably
Holy
start
cow.
with the CAC.
Like, it was the dream. It was the fucking dream.
It was a dream. So we'll do the CAC thing. We'll go into World's FAQ. Question mark. That way you can get all of your talking out of the way, and then we can talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get another beer for Chico's talking.
Hey.
And then to round the show out, I would like to ask the ladies their goals for 2018 into the 2019 season.
All right.
So, I like that question. It's what was I asked that? I was asked that on. Oh God, did Bruno ask me that?
See yourself in 5 years.
Kicking all your asses at Worlds.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Fat chance I'll be judging.
Don't worry, I'm judging the Auckland Regional in a month's time, and people are submitting the weirdest questions.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like rock placement. What happens if I can't place the 6th rock?
Has that ever happened?
It can happen. We vassaled it.
Really?
No way.
Shit.
Yep.
I feel like I need to know this.
Well, my call so far is I'm going to let the person whose rock it is place it overhanging the 2, but as close to a rock in the middle as possible on a neutral board edge.
Holy shit, I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh, it's possible.
That is ridiculous.
Okay,
Oh my
Chico,
God.
I think she
Nope.
wins.
Nope.
I think she
I'm
wins by fucking
burying my head in the sand. If I can't get FFG to answer like real questions, I'm not going to get him to answer this one that has obviously existed since like wave 7.
I think she wins judging question of like the eternity. What do I do with my 6th rock because I can't legally place it? You almost have to go like
I don't know. Pull a Dan Hars accidentally bump the table and make it legal.
No, start again.
Start.
Yeah.
Start again.
And the judge, you as the judge, just goes, "Whoops."
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Oh, there we go. So somebody actually had like a legit comment of tell them that the 5th rock cannot be placed to block the 6th rock.
Oh, you got it backtrack.
Come on.
That feels like a cop out, but
yeah, I mean, go figure. Go figure.
Sure, it's like-
Ozzy would say
like-
that one.
if you're gonna be a dick to me, I'll be a dick to you. There you go. Okay.
AJ, if you don't know, that is Mark Bentham from Australia. So
Practically your neighbor.
Yes, we've chatted. We've chatted.
oh, okay.
I plan on go visiting him at the Onyx World Cup.
Now, I saw a thing the other day that is dialect the right word?
Yep.
Of between New Zealand and Australia is actually really different.
Yep. We can tell an Aussie and they can tell a Kiwi, but you guys can't tell the difference.
Kiwi, that's awesome. Do you really have Kiwi birds?
Yes, we do.
That's
That's
awesome.
a native bird.
That's
They're
awesome.
pointless and flightless, but you know.
I used to live in Alaska. We had puffins, so like puffins were our thing. Like I understand that Kiwis are
Puffins
awesome.
are way cuter.
They taste great.
We
I
got
mean,
redneck.
Kiwis and puffins. I mean, how do they make the fruit out of them? I don't get it.
They pull off the leg, they stick them in a dark corner for a few months, and they go
Oh
a
my
bit
God.
green and fuzzy.
Fergie, I legit thought you had a fucking ghost in your house.
Was that the Black Eyed Peas?
Okay. No,
Is that the
okay.
Black Eyed Peas?
No, that's just the boyfriend. Sorry.
So it was but it was super
I
weird.
can make
because-
that joke. My name's Chris Brown. I feel the pain.
Oh my gosh! So we almost have the whole band. That's exciting.
It was,
Dude,
It was. Oh, we
have you
do.
heard the song? There's a song now. It's by Luke. Luke, help me out. The Jewish rapper.
One of my middle names, one of my 3 million William. Does that count?
The Jewish rapper, like
Yeah,
the
the
singular
Jewish
one.
Yeah, there's like one of them. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Must hunt it down.
Giddy Patrick. That's so true. Oh no, he's
Here it
reporting
is.
Patrick.
They're trying
Little
to get a rise
Dicky.
out of me.
Little Dicky.
What?
Oh.
Look up the song called Freaky Friday. It's a song all about how he woke up as Chris Brown. I live that every day.
That's your life.
Little Dicky's Freaky Friday. It's like my new anthem. I just woke up Chris Brown.
Oh my goodness.
Or as he says,
I-
Chris Breezy. I wish to be addressed as Chris Breezy from now on.
Well, you do blow a lot of wind.
Oh.
Says the guy with the most hot air.
I can't fucking make fun of anybody because it comes right back to
At least when I talk, people listen.
Well, at least that's what you believe.
Shots are being fired.
God damn it.
Oh God, I just muted
Alright.
myself. Oh no.
We're-
Oh no. Where'd it go?
What?
You guys wanted to know what it's like to be a woman in gaming? You've just got to be able to give
can't
it
hear
out
anybody.
much quicker.
Oh fuck.
Oh, gotta be like Han Solo and shoot first.
Yeah, okay. Damn it. Now the show notes are getting bigger.
Wait,
How
has
to
someone
give
yelled?
it-
"Bleep"?
Wonder how that happened.
How to give it out girl style. Wait.
How to give it out?
Yeah. I might have to reword.
We need to get AJ to Worlds. We need to start a GoFundMe. Just 10 cents a day. You can.
No, I just came up with a really good question, like that we'll ask at the end of the show. We're gonna save that as the creme de la creme.
I'm sure it's going to be great.
Oh,
I'm
it's
preparing to
yeah,
have my
it's
mind
good.
blown.
Your
I'm
mind's
fixed.
gonna be blown.
I'm
Well,
fixed. Can you hear
then
me?
every,
I'm
like
expecting
everything
to make a
I
whole-
do, you're gonna be let down.
Shit. Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah?
I'm fixed. Yay. Okay.
Oh no, I'm fixed.
Well, me too.
I love how you guys can't get through an episode without discussing Coach's balls.
I know.
But I spilled beer on my trackpad and shit went crazy.
And the problem is, Chico gets the most upset when I do it, but it's usually him like setting it up, and I'm like, aha, balls joke.
Well, let's face it, we have 6 balls between us, and only 2 of them work. Keep it going, Kyle.
I got this.
Oh God.
That's right.
Oh man.
He was in the shop Thursday. He was in the shop last Thursday. He's like, I think I can smell them. I'm like, really?
I did not say that. Did I?
The burning. Let them get fire close to those things.
I'm not going to go into it. I'm not.
Okay. Okay. Good. Much good. Probably the better.
Just yub nub this bitch and be done. Wow. Okay. That was a good commercial break. Thanks, commercial, for whoever you were.
I feel like that has to be Vigaro.
Oh my God, that picture was fantastic.
The mulch company? There's a mulch company called Vigaro. 2 bags for $10. That's a steal.
I can't believe that's a real thing.
And the best part about it is you can disguise it as lawn mulch.
Oh God. Oh shit. Wow. Sometimes I wonder. Anyway, so we decided we rewrote the show notes during commercial break.
And by we, you mean the royal we.
The royal we. So
royal. We have democracy here, not whatever happens in New Zealand. Royal.
We pretend we have democracy.
We pretend democracy.
Well,
It's
so
the
does
best kind.
America.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So AJ's rules question did bring up a campaign against cancer rules question that Chico actually had the pleasure of trying to rule. And if you don't think something needs to be fixed after this explanation, you are the problem. So take it away, Chico.
Yeah, so first I just want to get into kind of a general CAC thing. I want to thank everybody for coming out. It was a super fun event. I got to play some games against people who had buys. Luke let me play the last game. So I did get to play some, which was awesome. But we had a great time. The latest tally, I think we were aiming for like 25 grand to be donated to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And the latest count was we are less than 1,000 from 35,000 being
That's
donated.
amazing.
Yeah. So yeah. A lot of money getting donated to a really good cause. So thanks to everybody who came out. The challenge coins are freaking baller looking. Mine's all the way upstairs, and if I would have thought about it, I would have gotten it during commercial break. But no, sorry, viewers.
Scrub.
So, yeah. So the most obnoxious call I got. I'm going to go ahead and try to show this. So this is the image I have. So you can see you've got a ship there, and there's Jostero right there, and there's some Skurg over here, a Jump Master, and a Chemogil over there, and whatever the YV6 is doing. So the Skurg here, I believe, was shooting at Jostero, who has a harpoon token, gets a crit on him. So the crit splashes, hits that guy, and hits that guy, triggering Jostero's ability to be able to hit him. Jostero's not dead yet, but, please hold. This guy only had 1 health left, so he got hit by the splash. And he has, you can't really see it on the card over here, but that's Dead Man Switch. And then also he has his own harpoon condition. So this is the first half of the first paragraph. Hits that guy. Dead Man Switch and the Harpoon Trigger both hit, splashing 2 damage to Jostero and this thing over here. Comes back to Jostero, who's now dead from the 2 that's hitting him, which triggers his On Destroyed, which hits the Skurg and the Jump Master, which is already dead, for another 1. And then you resolve his final thing, which hits him for another. And then he takes his standard damage, which is quite a bit. And then, after all of that, the crit that he got wasn't Blinded Pilot. So he finally gets to shoot at this guy over here and, blast a whole bunch of damage into him. So by this guy firing on Jostero, that one died, that one died, that one took a shit ton of damage, and this one was like on death's door. It was completely insane. So, holy shit.
Sounds like a good fight.
Oh my gosh, that was my favorite, my favorite judge call like ever, because they were like, how does this work with simultaneous fire? Like they were asking like a basic question, and I'm like, oh no, shit just went down. And then I explained it to them, and they're like, wow, harpoons are ridiculous. And I'm like, yup, have fun. And I walked away.
They didn't even realize it.
Oh no.
What you're saying is that even though somewhere in the process, Jostero getting destroyed, if his ability is already triggered at the end, you still have to resolve it.
Because he's not removed from the board until like step 10, the end of the combat, which the after attack that generates an attack section happens before that. So he's still there.
I have one for you. So Bomblet, Quick Draw versus Jostero. Quick Draw player has initiative. Bomblet triggers a shield loss on Quick Draw. Quick Draw player has initiative, fires on Jostero, kills him. This is not an attack. This is an ability trigger. Does Jostero still get his ability?
Right.
Even though he's dead?
So you completely resolve abilities. And so I would say that Jostero's dead. He's removed from the board. He doesn't get to attack. The part where it gets confusing, and I have this specific question on my list of stuff that I have asked, Frank, Alex, Max, Wade, Jimmy, and anybody else that I have their email address from FFG. I've asked them, it's like, hey, can we please figure this out before Worlds, because it could happen. And so
I'm asking for a reason.
Yeah, this is on my list. Currently, I would rule it that Jostero's destroyed. He's removed from the board. The part that makes it muddy is when you look at Corin Horn and his whole FAQ for the after attack phase stuff. His whole after attack phase stuff. If it's Corin on Corin and the one Corin destroys the other Corin still gets to fire back. Why? Because FFG said he could. There's no good reason for it. There's no simultaneous fire. They just said he could. So I could see them saying that those guys stay there and shoot at each other for whatever reason, but I see no reason why.
Because their pilot skill doesn't apply. It's initiative.
Correct. It's initiative, but it's also an ability that's been triggered and
by something not an attack.
The not attack and when defending are like two of the biggest voids in a lot of questions that are created right now.
Yeah, it gets really weird.
So before we move on to the topic, I just want to let everyone know that I actually showed up to a CAC for about 45 minutes, and Tim Dugan actually let me onto a live stream.
It's a mistake.
That man needs his head checked.
And I want to submit that as evidence that I can do a live stream under control.
But was anyone giving you abuse?
I had 2 beers during the 40 minutes. I literally, I go, Tim, what's up? Hi. And he goes, oh, hop on. I go, I have to get a beer first.
That is the right answer.
I went to get a beer, went on, and conveniently it was Carson Ray's game that we were commenting on, and he was getting throttled. And I literally, man, you drink beer really like it's like being on the podcast. You just down that thing, and I'm like, well, Carson's not dead yet, so I got to go get another beer. Got another beer. But anyway, I thought it was very good. So anybody who's live streaming during Worlds and you need a guy on, I've been validated.
Dion's never going for that. He's going to be streaming.
No, I've never.
FFG official will be streaming. They'll never let any of us on.
Who's the other one?
FFG official.
Oh, well, TCX is. I've already been on that.
Will they be streaming?
I mean, I had to tell them they were the better CX podcast.
CX. That's a lie. They're on there for like a half an hour and they fucking hate judges, so they can go fuck themselves.
Hey, you guys got nominated for the Goldies and they didn't, so.
Yeah, I may still have beef with them because of Ryan Krippendorf. Yeah, Ryan Krippendorf, I'm still on your side.
Sara brought it up. I didn't.
Oh my God.
How much did he pay you, Sara?
Yeah. So yes, we were
cards.
We were nominated for the Best New Podcast Award. And it's between us, the Barons, Thule Squadron, and Hell of a Pilot Squadron.
Mm-hmm. So it's between us and Birmingham.
I didn't say that.
Hang on. Hell of a Pilot's a local crew. Local-ish. They're the West Island of New Zealand.
They do a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
I legit listened to them.
OCX on top, them down under. I mean, that's the phrase, right? Down under, yeah.
The lightning.
They'll be down. We're on top.
we like everyone on the other side of the world, and they like us apparently. So I'm not gonna beef there. My beef is, specifically, the New Podcast Award had to go to a podcast that was created at Worlds or after. And I saw the nominations. I was like, oh, man, we're totally going to get trounced by Barons. And I was like, I wonder when their first episode was.
Oh, shit.
So I decided to go. Good thing the internet keeps record of everything.
Drop the knowledge bomb.
Their first episode was April 26th.
You're that guy. You were that guy, Coach. That guy.
Disqualified.
Rules matter. Dates as written.
No, I got into a fun argument with Steven and Andrew at Barons. I'm like, rules as written, Barons.
Nice.
And they're going, we play this game rules as intended, otherwise it would be broken. And I go, I play by BIS because I said so. You said I could.
That's awesome.
So
speaking of Goldies, I need everybody to go to that website and go ahead and get your signature in for getting Luke Carrington a Goldie nomination. Because he said that he did not want one, so we're gonna get to 100 signatures and force Dion to give him a nomination. I'm telling you, if we get to 99, I will convince Luke to be the 100th. Do it.
Is he the guy who did Tyler Tippett's Raider slash?
Yeah,
he's the guy who should.
You can see it in the picture. Is that not coming through clear enough?
That wasn't. Was it always red though, or did he just paint it?
Yeah. So there's that, and and it's side by side with his Ray. Both of them have Raider engines, and he made a stellar video of him selling his Raider incomplete, of him grabbing his Raider, ripping off all of the solar panels, putting it under his circular saw, and just going, and then just tossing it behind him. It was just amazing.
on Topsky's like hashtag care for Carrington.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is a
And
cause
apparently,
we can all
Luke
get
is super fucking drunk right now, so I'm pretty sure we could talk him in to being like at least the 99th, 100th, and the 98th.
Let's be honest. That's the only way you can put up with this podcast.
Hey, I came because you guys did Disney songs.
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
I channeled my inner Pocahontas.
yes. No one drinks like our coach. No one hugs like our coach. No
Oh
one
God, I forgot about that.
oh, we have to redo that one because my
did
voice
two
is
of
bad. Yeah, we did two of them.
No, we can't ever redo that. Oh my God.
No, but we
was
can
so
add a new.
good.
We can add a new. We can add a new verse to it. No one flies off the board like our coach. Oh no! Wait, that actually might still be in there.
No one can match his consumption. You can see he's got Seagrams to spare.
And this, folks, is why I'm here.
Oh yeah, I am so excited to just get shit faced at Worlds.
I
Who
know.
is ready for this?
So
Super jealous. Super
we're
jealous.
gonna dive into the main topic. So, Armada, Destiny, the Star Wars LCG card game have all gotten FAQs.
I
They
found out
needed
that
them.
was a game
They
this week.
needed them. Let's be honest. They needed them.
They needed them. So, I'm pretty sure that
This week, it's gonna happen.
this.
Imperial Assault.
Wait, do we even play Imperial Assault anymore? We've got Legion now.
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt is so OP.
And both of them.
So I'm thinking, yeah, next week
That's
will
the
be
jet
Imperial
troopers,
Assault.
man.
The week after that will be Legion, and literally 12 days before Worlds.
I
like,
love
like,
that.
like
FAQ will
Tuesday.
drop.
Please.
Tuesday right before Worlds. I hope it drops.
Yeah.
That'd be
No, it has to drop at
12
least
days.
11 days before, otherwise it's not valid.
Oh.
Oh, is that in there now?
Yes, for premiere events.
That has been their rule for
Okay.
premiere events forever.
Only if you're in the States, apparently. PAX Australia. I've got a story
You
for you.
fuck-
PAX Australia last year.
You
I
fuckers
went
are living
to
in the
events.
future anyway, so
No, hear me out. Right? PAX Australia last year. I show up. I get there like a week before. I'm visiting a friend. I have 2 lists with me because I was expecting a nerf at some point. So I have Shady Ladies, which is Mindlink, Double Casters, and an M3 Interceptor.
Ooh.
Shaded
And another-
lady, you would.
Shady Ladies. Anyway, show up. 2 days before the event, the new FAQ drops. The tournament organizer says they're going to play with it because it's a funsies tournament. I then show up and go, cool, I don't actually have a list. Is it cool if I proxy a card or 2? No, this is a premier event. You have to have all the cards.
Oh, bullshit!
But I
One or
traveled
the other. One or the other.
And I said the same thing. He triggered me and I went, well, hang on. The date on the thing is not for another 2 weeks. He's like, no, that only applies in the States. TO's outside of the US. It's at their discretion.
Oh, that's some
What the
bullshit.
fuck? Oh, shut the fuzzy front door.
That's when you
What?
just nut punch him.
That's it. Call Trump. Get our army. We're taking over. You're future America
Missiles
now.
are coming.
That was Australia, by the way. That was Australia, not New Zealand.
We can take over some freaking Kiwis.
No, she's in Australia. The Aussies. We gotta take over the Aussies.
You say you're the Aussies.
One step at a time. They're in the way. Get an Air Force base.
Mark puts in the chat hashtag Judge Casual.
Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about, so he's probably got some stories too.
Oh shit.
Where does it say that the FAQ like takes time? Is that in the tournament regulations?
No, it's
It's
normally when they
usually on
drop it. It's the article that
First
comes out.
damn
With.
page, I thought.
The article? You can't believe articles. Come on.
I'm pretty
wrote
sure
one
it's in
and
one of the
it's wrong.
PDFs.
I've written 2 articles and there's errors in each of them.
Hey, I'm just
Yeah,
from a
you wrote-
tiny island in the middle of nowhere. What do I know?
I'm super excited because of the fact that we've had 26 viewers for a very long time.
Shit.
And
And
it hasn't-
28.
I mean, it's just like sitting there and it's stable, and I'm happy about that.
And I don't think I'm a viewer this time. I
One more,
have
guys.
the pop-out chat. I don't have
No,
anything else.
no shit. One more view when we break the record. And that means we all have to chug whatever we're drinking right now.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
But I'm empty. I'm out.
Don't get another beer.
Then don't refill it.
Sara's like, you mean this entire bottle of wine?
That'll learn you for drinking wine.
Yeah, that'll learn you for being on OCX.
I'm reaching out to Fergie's boyfriend. Go get her a beer.
He's actually listening, so.
Good job, Mark Ventham. He said at the bottom of each title page there's an effective date, so you can look at those.
Judge better, Chico. Judge better.
Yeah, no shit.
God damn it! I quit.
Hashtag fucking Kiwis rule.
I'm not actually good at the rules. I just have people who are good at them around me.
Have him get you a beer. You're talking to him.
You guys guilt-tripped him into it. Look, he's doing it right.
Yes! You pulled his ass out of bed in his boxers. Now he's going to the fridge to get the beer.
Golf shorts. Hello.
Did you guys see that guy's calves? Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking
He must have been in marching band. Yeah. I remember those calves.
I remember those calves.
I had those calves.
Yes.
Bottle.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
He got him a whole fucking.
Oh man!
He got her a whole bottle.
Fergie.
Oh man!
Yes.
I think
Fergie's gonna
he's
let
trying to get
loose.
you drunk, Fergie. I think he's trying to get you drunk.
I think so too. Oh, man.
It's hump day everywhere else except for fucking New Zealand. Let's get this baby on.
A wine chug. Yes! A girl's wine chug. A contest. Who can chug a bottle of wine?
How is Thursday over there?
It's better. It's
I have
not
to
as
work
worthy.
tomorrow.
Yeah, worth waking up for.
I'd
Oh
say
my
OCX, but you know.
Oh man. Okay, so let's go down the line. One thing, we're not going to explain why. We're just going to say one thing that we want in the FAQ. And we're going to go from left to right on my screen. AJ, you are the furthest to the left.
Give me back Mind Link.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. Have they ever reversed an FAQ?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Always the first
So
time.
There's always
you're
a first.
You're batting for the cricket fences is what you're doing. See? Huh? I know sports.
I have no
in other
issue with
countries.
Miranda. I have no issue with TLT. I have no issue with ghosts. I can kill them all.
She just needs mind
Yeah,
link
as
to
long
do
as
it
you
better.
have 3 ships with fucking mind link.
I'm doing without Mind Link at the moment. I can fly just fine, thank you.
All right, Kyle.
There's 31 people watching, by the way.
Whoa!
Oh,
Chug the wine, Fergie.
I already busted
Sarah.
mine. Chug it, Fergie.
You gotta catch up anyway.
All right, Kyle. Do you have anything you want in the FAQ? Probably not.
Nah, I'm all good. Wait,
All right,
no.
Fergie.
No.
Oh,
I want something cleared up. I want Tyrannical cleared up. I want
Okay.
that. I want that ability to be a little bit more clarified on how it actually triggers certain effects that are in the game. Other
They
than
didn't
that,
clarify
I'm
it.
good to go.
0 is a number. Game over. I mean,
No, I mean, like-
that solves all the issues. It's all the issues.
If they take a damage, does it trigger other effects? Is basically what I'm going for
Right.
there.
I know what you're talking about. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got it on my list.
Boo. Thanks, Boo.
Fergie. Fergie, are you sober enough to remember what an FAQ is right now?
Oh my gosh.
Stop
Smell
yelling.
the open bottle.
Stop yelling. We can hear you. Stop.
Yeah.
Calm down. Calm down.
Fergie, what would you like to see in the new FAQ?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Something done with TLTs. I'll be honest. I know. Roll your eyes all you want, coach. But if something needs to be done about that TLT, I'm just sick of it. As an Imperial player, you know, it
So,
makes
like,
it not fun.
anything?
But
or
Imperial
like
players can
anything
take
specific?
TLT these days.
As an
Really?
Imperial player, I saw you flying Dengar. Ugh!
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Imperial player, my ass.
I am an Imperial player. But not when there's freaking Ghost Fen around. Like, no, thank you. As soon as TLT goes away, I'll go back to my Imperials. That'll make me happy.
Mhm.
Or at least if not go away, nerfed in some way. We'll see.
All right.
a wish.
Hey, Chico, what would you like to see in the new FAQ?
Do everybody else. She'll get to me. Do everybody else.
Sarah, what would you like to see in the new FAQ?
I would like to see titles count for final salvo. Ribbon Pepperoni's Nora.
Oh.
I missed having an 8th salvo die in Adepticon. Seriously, huh?
Sarah, if we allowed titles, would you allow secondary weapons to save the Hawk?
Sure.
Hawk life
Whoa.
matters.
Hawk
Lives Matter.
No, I'm just pissy at Nora only getting 2 dice for salvo when I'm rolling 3 dice all fucking game.
Right?
No, really though, fuck Miranda. Make her regen primary only or something like that.
Hashtag
Or
those
make
murder
TLT,
Miranda
make
primary.
TLT small base only and also no Miranda.
Holy shit, Sarah! I never thought of that. TLT, Miranda, regen on primary attacks only. I love it.
Yeah, that's been a popular one.
I
Yeah,
never
I
heard
did,
it
I did not
attacks.
invent that. I stole that from Reddit.
No, but I'm just saying I haven't heard it before.
No,
and
Sarah,
I
you
approve.
totally crate vented that. Just
Yeah.
no one has
It's
ever
fine.
thought of that before.
Looks like you got a fanboy, AJ.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Next, it's gonna be the emoji heart.
Who is it?
Everything.
Mark, yes.
It's
I
Luke.
agree, Mark.
Oh, it's Luke.
Luke watches the show once and shit hits the fan. So, has everybody else gone? Can I go?
I'm gonna piggyback on the TLT thing. I just want it to be modifiable by focus tokens only.
It's pretty reasonable.
Something.
Yeah,
I just need
Then
something.
Ezra Mamal dies, but then we just see Rex Spec ghosts everywhere.
That
Ezra
sounds
Maul,
like
but that's-
an obnoxious fix, though.
Yeah, it does, because then, I have this thing on it that forces him to re-roll the thing and blah, blah, blah. And the focus
That's
token
fine.
thing
You
and-
that means Miranda has to take recon spec and not Sabine.
There you go.
And then I run Gunner, Hot Cop, Han
Oh
Solo.
no, okay, scratch that. Sabine is range are bombs that you dropped, not anyone.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Did I lose everybody?
Eh,
Okay, so you can't put it
Okay.
on
I
like
lost
Captain
everybody.
Rex.
You're all gone.
Because people are doing that. They're putting on like Captain Rex and then running BSF bombers.
Yes.
yeah.
I feel like you guys lost me, or I lost all of you.
No,
I said
we were trying to digest what you just threw out there.
I want Sabine to be only active on bombs that everyone, like the person that Sabine's on, drops. And it was funny because everyone's picture just went still and it was real quiet. I'm like, oh, did I just offend a lot of people or something?
So another one got brought up in chat that I'm going to bring up real quick before we get to Chico. And somebody said that TLTs not being able to trigger uncanceled crit
harpoons.
conditions. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one that should come in.
Yeah, that's probably going to run through the
How
pipe.
often do people really run that?
Right. So
Well,
another
I
thing.
guess Miranda. Okay.
Yeah.
Miranda Mercenary Co-Pilot is a really good thing.
Sure. I'll take your advice. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So,
God damn it.
I thought I blanked out there for a second again.
the thing about the uncanceled crit result, though, condition with how they word it on the harpoon, which is fine. So what you're looking for is more of a wording fix on the TLT aspect and a change in the way that the damage is dealt and how it's dealt to the other ship. Because I don't really see if they fix the uncanceled crit result condition card wording that it's going to make the harpoon condition function like it does. You're making it way too complicated. So it'd have to be a fix on the TLT end and how the damage is figured out and dealt to the opponent's ship rather than fixing the harpoon condition.
Right.
What do you-
And like that's something that I was doing like from the initial
Damn
like,
it!
we had it initiative based, and it was
One more and I
like
get my
TLT
6.
cancels all of the dice results and then causes a damage. So it should cancel all the results, and then the one damage is neither a crit nor a hit. Like it's just a regular.
Yeah. It's
like,
either a hit
damage.
or death.
Yeah.
Not you don't
Uh,
take the dice result. Yeah.
But the problem was it was initiative based, and they decided nope, it always applies whatever the previous results were. I think it would have been like equally as easy for them to go the other way and say, oh, it always gets canceled and it's just one damage. Now that would have hurt like ions and whatever the fuck else. But so I don't see it as a huge deal for them to go the other way. But now that they've gone one way, going the other way, I think I don't see that happening. Did we lose Coach?
I think we lost Coach.
He kind of came back.
Okay. And we lost Deuce too? Did he disappear? Did I start talking and they just disappeared?
They ran away. Actually, I do have a
Not here
legitimate
for
FAQ I'd
content.
like to see.
Just heaven forbid I talk. Go for it.
I'd quite like to see on the Kimagilas their ability. I'd like to see the reinforce get messed with a little bit. Like you can't use you can't use green tokens, so add the reinforce in there. Like just something that allows you to mess with reinforce. It doesn't have to be a lot, just something.
Now, I don't like anything that references token color.
Yeah,
because there's so many things that cause tokens to be different colors. Like move your green or blue target lock to something else. Is like, yeah, but now your world's ones are gold and silver. You
silver,
yeah. Bitches.
Okay. I changed that.
Right.
So
But
focus and evade, and also reinforce.
Agree. There are a lot of places where reinforce needs to be included, where focus and evade and other things already are. I completely agree.
Kimigila's Hotshot Copilot.
Oh man, Hotshot Copilot.
Oh yeah, I would run Gunner Hotshot Han all the time.
That'd be great. Okay, so since Coach isn't gone, I guess I'll do mine. So things that I want to see added to the FAQ. First of all, as a judge, I don't have a huge stake in anything, so errata isn't a huge deal for me. Like I'm all for errata shaking things up. If errata doesn't come up and doesn't shake things up, whatever. I'm one of those players that's like happy all the time. So like, sure, change things or don't, whatever. But I like things to be super clear. So the things that I need to be cleared up.
Wait a minute, you're just now getting to this?
Yes. You relax. Go back to mute. So the things that I want to have figured out, and this is directly from my email straight to Frank, Alex, Max, all the other guys. The things that I need to have fixed in the FAQ. Here we go. Okay, so we need palp and lightweight frame figured out. Just make a decision because the devs don't even agree on it. And we're either going to piss off or make Duncan happy. Do it. Tirani, Kolda, and Jostero. Just figure that one out. We kind of came up with an answer, but it hasn't been defined in an FAQ. We need to figure it out. Flight assist astromech. If you measure for it, do you have to do it or not? We've always said no. Hotshot Copilot and twin laser turrets. Do you have to lose both of your focus if you have two? Do you have to spend it on the first one, the second one? Which one applies? Juke and reinforce. This one sounds like a no-brainer, you would think. But Frank put out an email saying that you could juke a reinforce, which sounds insane. But Frank said it, so it has weight. So that needs to be figured out. Cruise missile and Jan Ors. It has a 4 dice additional max. Does that include Jan Ors or not include Jan Ors? Miranda or no Miranda? Can you bump it up to like 8 freaking dice or no? This is important. Scum
that one was actually addressed in the last pack. They said 5 max total.
Did they really?
Yes, they did. Because I was running and drew shellac for a long time with cruise missiles. So I was throwing 6 die cruise missiles.
Which,
Yeah.
And they
which
tracked it so that
portion-
the most recent one, they tracked it so that if a card you're using, like Cruise Missile, says a maximum amount of dice, that includes any effects from other ships like Jan Ors or Andrew Shellac. So
Where is
the
that?
answer, I think it was in the most recent FAQ.
Can we just give a round of
So
applause
the
on how
answer
it took
is that
three
you can do-
ladies on this podcast to just school Chico?
No, this is
So,
this is
answer
like
is that
increasing or
you
reducing
can do a
values
restraint.
to a maximum or minimum.
Mhm.
Now, okay, so I completely understand what you're saying, but it still leaves it vague, because they say to a min or a max. Now, the part where it comes up with a vague portion is that the maneuver applying creates the min or a max. And then that min or max is satisfied, and then you move on to the next step of adding or subtracting, Jan Ors and anything else. So where does that max apply? Does it apply just to the maneuver, or does it apply to the whole thing altogether?
It applies to the attack on the
Why?
Cruise Missile card.
Why?
Doesn't it say that in the fact? When I read it when it came out, it was pretty clear, I thought. But no, you bring up a good point, though.
Yeah, where does it apply? And that's the great thing about Worlds is, like, right at the beginning, me and Brent just freaking corner like whoever is declared the marshal. We walk in day one because they won't answer any fucking emails
That's
before
not
day
creepy
one.
or anything.
We walk in day one and we corner them and say this. Figure it out. Figure it out now, because they will ask when they come through that fucking door.
I
So
can promise.
we make
I'll try
them
to
do
get video of that.
Yeah. Holy shit. So that's the whole argument. Like, you've got it. So next, Scum Nim. He ignores friendly bombs. Does the bomb go off and then he ignores the effect of it, or does he ignore it completely so it doesn't go off? That needs to be defined. We've all just been ruling it as it doesn't go off. Rebel Nim, if he starts his turn on a bomb, does he have to use his ability right away so it doesn't instantly explode, or does he wait until he moves and potentially overlaps it again? Tractor Beam, does the template, is that able to overlap an obstacle or not? Bomb effects generating attacks, the whole quick draw and Justero thing. And I think that covers everything that I have currently.
You need a bigger soapbox?
Yeah. Holy shit. So for
Talk about
people
putting
who
it on a pedestal.
for people who think that I don't put any effort into judging it, fuck you. Jesus. And I have sent emails to everyone that I have at ffg.com or at asmoday.com. One of them's going to answer me. One of them.
Hey, Chico, when you get those answers, can you send them my way?
If I can. Like that is
If
the
I
second
can.
question. Like, when they send me those answers, I'm like, is this an official thing that I can broadcast to the community so that they can fucking list build? Like, let's be honest, that's what we all want. We want knowledge going into the event so that we can do the event as well as possible. Now, like, it super sucks for people on day 1A, because they could come in day 1A, hear me bitch to Frank, get those rulings, and change their list. But the people on day 1A are kind of fucked, right? Unless I get them ahead of time and can broadcast them.
So
And we
I
thank
make
you for
those.
your service.
yes.
I try.
So I wanted to answer Coach's question in case people have forgotten about why I'm not running a bump master with Tronic, Kolda, and Nim. It's because I'm running my boy Jostero.
Yeah, I realized that when I asked the question. I was like, oh, yeah, that's dumb. Never mind.
It's a hard choice between the bump or Justero.
Yeah, it
Justero
really is.
dies too quickly.
Who does?
Justero.
Just put a whole upgrade on him. He always lives
fuck.
with one
Yeah.
hole.
Put a whole upgrade on him.
I
It was
promise.
like Scum Biggs.
Watch
put that whole
people
upgrade
lose
on
their fucking mind when he's like, I got a whole upgrade. You're like, no!
Yeah, and then he lives for another 4 turns. It's great.
Dude, I saw somebody at CAC kill a ship by Boba Fetting off its hull upgrade. It was awesome. He was like, "Can I
Dilly
before I
dilly
do
to that
can I
one.
do
Oh my god. Dilly dilly.
That's
Yeah.
great. Okay, so moving on. I think we got the world's FAQ out of the way. Let's see.
Are you sure?
I have goals here, but I want to ask a little more of an important question. Why are you girls right now not on a podcast? Like, why don't you have a podcast right now? Because I think that would be an amazing podcast.
A ladies only podcast.
Yeah.
You had Andrea from Gold Squadron, and you guys are solid. Like, that is hands down new podcast Goldie Award next year. I mean,
Yeah, good luck
got a
scheduling
point.
that between the States and New Zealand.
Yeah,
she's
I was
drinking
just
at
gonna
2 o'clock
say.
in the
Maybe
afternoon.
we just
We
take
have a
work off
hard enough
whenever. It's
time
fine.
between Indiana and Iowa, and we're both in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, look,
I just,
I'll apply the same philosophy to podcasts as I do to flying. My local mid is a little bit so we don't really have squadrons or people don't really look out for each other. So I'm a mercenary for hire. If someone wants me on their
we
podcast,
bought you.
here I am.
You're on our side.
Fergie, Sarah, get on that.
You know,
I would love an all-female cast like podcast. That would be, oh my
Okay.
god, that would be.
I have spent a non-zero amount of time thinking about that actually. But I'm lazy.
Yeah, I thought
And I like playing.
doing a podcast was gonna be easy. No, it fucking ain't. It definitely isn't.
You get drunk, talk, and then shove it all on Montana.
I mean,
That's what you guys need to find a Montana.
you need to find Montana. Just use Montana. we'll pimp him out. We tried to do that before,
And it didn't work.
he wouldn't. It didn't work. But anyway, I legit. I think it would be. I would think it would be awesome to have an all-female cast. Like, just have 4 girls just ragging on every freaking dude X-wing guy.
Yeah, we could have a segment. So, what did you come up against this week? What fun things happened to you at the last regional you went to?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about list.
X-wing misogyny call-outs.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Awesome.
just put a pin in that one. I think that would be a great idea. So that actually went a lot faster than I thought. Like everything else. Oh no, nothing. All right, that's cool. So let's go. I want to know your ladies' goals for. I mean, obviously, Worlds is coming up, so I'm not going to let you count Worlds. Like, you can't say I'm going to win Worlds, because everybody wants to win Worlds. I want to go the 2019 season.
Everybody
Or
wants
18-19
to
season.
rule the world.
So we'll go in reverse this time. I think Fergie, you can go first.
wait, what was the question?
What is your that bottle is gone? She downed that fucking bottle.
Did not down it. I'm just-
She tweaked the shit out of that bottle.
Look at her.
Bingo?
wording
Anyone
and-
got bingo?
Oh,
She went from typing just fine, and now look at what she put out in the chat. You know?
It's OCX style, you know? Like,
It's OCX. The question was, what is your goals for the 2018-19 X-Wing season?
goal. I would like to win the store champ finally. It's like it's been this close.
You and me. You and me.
If I can get a store champ, that's all I'm asking for. That's
Yeah,
all I want.
that was me this year. Like, I finally won my first store championship. And evidently I had a good year because, like, I made the cut at, like, a lot of store championships. But I finally won my first one, and it felt great. You should do that, too.
Hashtag
just-
get good.
Get good. There you go.
Got gooder. Sarah, goals?
Not including Worlds, you said?
Not including Worlds.
Okay. I want to get a plaque that validates my skill at the game. Because I still have not won a single event. I've made cuts, but I've never won. So whether that's a store champ or a regional event or whatever, I just want to win something.
So just a plaque that says I didn't sleep my way to the top?
Yes.
I didn't use my boobs to get here.
Basically, yes. Yeah.
Wait, I feel like that should be a plaque.
I didn't use my boobs to win this.
I guess probably also to get cut at the Minnesota Regional next year because I missed it this year. Because again, I started 4-0 and then lost 2 in a row.
Wait, you were there?
All the time.
We were there?
Yeah, I was at the Minnesota Regional. That's before I knew who you guys were.
Oh.
Like
Fair.
I listened
fair.
to you guys at that point, but I never watched that live cast, so I had no idea what you looked like.
You
So,
didn't
like,
hear me?
I saw your names on the list or the standings, but I had no clue who you were. So
Oh.
You
well,
looked that far down in the standings?
It was
I
a
think-
mandatory scroll. They had
I think Kyle was kind of up there. But yeah, would like to make top cut at my home regional this year.
that would be awesome. Yeah.
Or next year, whenever it is.
Haha. AJ.
My goals are a little more humble. I don't have quite the same exposure. So my goals I set out last year because I was not feeling the game. My local's a little bit dying and we don't have a lot. Our tournaments aren't very big. So I made the choice to travel for X-Wing.
Mhm.
So I've done quite a bit of that. I started locally, traveling around locally, and I made it to my second not Auckland regional last weekend. And I'm going to Wellington for the first time at the end of the month. I haven't competed in the nationals yet just because they've never lined up. So I plan to go to Aussie nationals and New Zealand nationals, hopefully make cut. And then after that, it's a big tournament. I want to go to a System Open or a Worlds, or I want to really experience one of those really big, like multi-day events and do well.
Yeah.
So a trip
Yeah.
to next year's Worlds is what.
Worlds 2019. I'm supposed
Worlds
to.
2019. I'm going to win Aussie Nats, New Zealand Nats, and then Worlds 2019. Here
And
we
then
come.
she's gonna fly against me round 1,
Just-
and
Just become an awesome judge and we'll fly you out.
So if you use
I'm
Oh!
working on that.
dude, do that.
so
Well,
if you use
I'm trying to grow the community by judging and running tournaments. So
There you go.
Awesome.
That is legit. Like that does help. Like when you have.
If you're not on the
a-
X-Wing TO group, get on there.
how do I do that?
I don't know. It's
Sign
a
me
Facebook
up.
I'm pretty sure
Facebook
Chico knows how to
called
do that.
X-Wing TOs or something. X-Wing League / tournament organizers. Get on that group and ask questions.
sure-
People answer
I'm
questions.
sure that group could use some non-male influence.
It could use a lot of non-whatever's on there right
It
now.
could use a lot of
Look at-
non-everything influence.
Sarah, take another drink of your wine.
I've been taking a lot of drinks of my wine.
One more drink. Yeah. Hey, you're getting
Nice.
there. I'm like a third
It's like-
away from getting my 6-drink minimum.
Don't
I
fucking
don't
tell her
understand how
what
I'm
to
this
do.
far in.
Well, I just want you to watch something. Take the drink. Pinky out, baby.
Oh, there you go.
So fancy.
I don't know how I'm
fucking
this far in. On
OCX.
Monday, I was at a show and I had 2 Long Islands, and then I woke up at 5 a.m. with all my clothes face down in my bed.
All-
Oh my god, I missed those.
And now I'm
Wait.
3/4 the way into a bottle of wine, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's not like I'm a manager or anything at my job.
It's only uphill from here.
Well, then you're in the perfect position. You could just manage people to like leave me the fuck alone right now. Oh, that's great. Well, hi Patrick. How are you? Not bad.
Patrick,
That's just singular Patrick, not
I
Patrick.
got 3 ladies down here that literally just said hi, Patrick.
And he's wearing his leather jacket today.
Dude,
so.
you got to trim that beard. You're like getting terrorist looking.
Does
Like
he look like a
beard.
goat boy or what?
No, come look at this. Come look at this. Come here. Come look at this.
All right, all
Is he gonna
right.
say a pickup
Come-
line?
Do you have a good pickup line? It's got to be Star Wars related. Girls, look at this beard. Look at this beard right here.
oh my god, that is fantastic. Don't
Ooh,
touch
Sarah
that.
likes it though. Don't touch
Don't
it.
touch it.
Don't
Sara
touch it.
likes the
She'll
beard.
touch it.
Yeah. He just blushed all hell and just
I know.
jettisoned
He
from the
did.
room. I saw. He's like,
These
what,
single
there's
ladies?"
ladies? I'm out.
I don't know how to deal with the women folk.
His face just went super red, and not because of alcohol like mine.
I seen it too. Like literally, you can go watch the review and just
Okay,
as he's looking and he sees the ladies, he's like super out.
Yeah, Ryan Hagwood's beard is impressive. It's
no, that is
mesmerizing.
great. Well, yes, it is
Okay.
impressive for a
When I
man who
talk-
cannot grow
yeah.
a beard. It's awesome.
When I talk to Will, I'm not looking him in the eyes, I'm looking him in the beard.
You know,
Whoa, my eyes
like-
are up here. My eyes are up here.
Hey, look, some of us like a beard, all right? Leave the man alone.
you don't just like accidentally see yourself reaching out, just petting it, do you?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
Okay,
And I need to not buzz mine by worlds then. Maybe I'll get better judge calls or something. I don't know.
no, you won't. So I did. That brings. I can't remember who said it, but it brought up another very good question that I like to ask everyone. Who is your Kyle?
What?
What?
Kyle is like my nemesis at X-Wing. Like I cannot beat him. He just it doesn't matter. He always finds a way to beat me.
Oh,
Who is now? You don't have to call them out by full name. We prefer
I
it,
got
but
this.
you don't.
I got this Dom Cairo. I cannot
yeah.
beat Dom Cairo, and sadly, he doesn't play nearly as much as he used to. So I don't get the opportunity very often. But when we're at an event together, we usually play each other, and he just narrowly beats me. Now Luke out there, I'm pretty sure I'm his nemesis. Like he's the type that like picks a list and practices and practices and practices. And I'm the person that grabs random meta lists and plays against him, and then beats him up, and then he gets sad and not wants to play his list at tournaments.
AJ,
like, no,
are you
just play it.
Time out. Are you having like a mini love affair with Luke on the chat right now?
Apparently.
Is
No,
this what's going on?
He lives like 5 minutes that way. It's like
You realize 5 minutes is like a 23-hour plane ride for me,
Yeah.
right?
You and your tiny island.
Okay.
Just
Oh.
grab a couple kiwis and they fly you over, right?
Flightless birds.
Sarah,
Rebellions are built on hope.
rebellions are built on hope. So, Sarah, who is your Kyle?
I would say I have two.
Ooh.
Carson Ray and Kyle Lembecker. Both of them, whenever we play each other, it's a toss-up. It is literally a 50-50 toss-up whenever any of us play each other. In fact, we had a local tournament last week, which was like our top 32 Minneapolis players over the last year, because Wade is amazing and does season tracking. We were all right next to each other in that bracket, so fuck that. Yeah, no, whenever we sit down, it's 50-50. Like, Kyle and I specifically hit each other in, like, finals for smaller, like, 32-player tournaments all the time.
Huh. Well, but that's fun though.
Hey, he's a good player. I'm a good player.
It just kind of sharpens the edge when you play against good competition. It's just my edge doesn't get sharpened because Kyle beats me all the time. Fergie, who is your Kyle?
My Kyle. I guess in the Denver meta.
Obviously not you, Coach.
Yes, that's the correct answer to that. Jim Frank in Denver, he actually won our Denver regional, and I have never been able to win a game against him, and that kind of bugs me a little bit. I'll be honest. Not bitter at all, but you know.
Oh no, you could be bitter.
I would. Be real.
Shit.
But no, he's a really good player, and I've never been able to beat him. Like the way his mind works, just not. I don't know. I don't know. So another goal for next year.
Another goal. Hey, there you go. Good goal.
And I think he'll be at Worlds too. So hey,
Beat him at Worlds. That's like
that
a
would be
twofer.
amazing.
I'll beat him too.
Way to go, Kyle. AJ, who is your Kyle?
Well, see, I've been getting good lately, so I've been collecting scalps of all my
Or are
Kyles
you the
recently.
Kyle?
So
Oh.
I think I'm the Kyle.
You're the Kyle.
I feel like she either has to say the Foss brothers or we have no idea who she's talking about.
I've never met the Foss brothers, but sure, let's go with them. I might meet them in the Anzac Challenge.
They're
I
large,
love
burly,
the fact that
red-headed men.
you're the Kyle. That's awesome.
The answer is
Look at me.
I'm the
Look at me.
Kyle.
I am the
I have to play on Vassal because my locals won't play with me anymore.
Oh.
You know what? Screw this. I'm going to call Tampio up, and I'm going to tell him to get his ass wherever you live to go play.
Joshua Tampio.
That's it. We
You
have
guys
Patreon
could-
money now. We can get to New Zealand.
Why don't you just fly me there? Then I have lots of opponents.
Yeah,
Hey.
let's fly her here. I think
Already-
she'd have much more fun here.
I already secured my trip to Australia because I told him I'd box a kangaroo, remember?
Oh,
All right,
God.
when's
Yeah,
that
that's
happening?
right.
When's that happening?
I was so drunk I don't even remember that happening. And then the next day, Onyx Squadron posted that on the website. It's like, well, I'm lining up the kangaroo you're going to box. I'm like, fuck.
You let me know when that's happening, and I'll get ringside seats.
I'm pretty sure we could sell tickets to that event to pay for you to fly down there.
Oh, man.
Just
This
to
is the first
say-
time I've got my ass kicked. So, I mean,
I know, but by a kangaroo?
yeah, right?
Can I get like piggyback onto that so I can be like your coach in the corner and be like
yeah, you can be my
he's
ringside
kicking
guy.
your ass.
You can, you can be my
Literally.
cut man, you can be my corner man, and you can be my coach.
Just go for the pouch. Go for the pouch.
Go for the pouch. They kick. They
shit.
kick.
I
And
tell
you
you what,
can't-
if one day it does work out and we have that much money, all of OCX will fly to New Zealand, Australia, and as long as someone will put us up, and all we have to pay for is the flight,
We'll wreak havoc, and you
Oh,
guys
man.
will oblige. So, yeah,
that
it'd
would
a
be
grand
fun.
time.
Okay, I think Kyle. Who's your Kyle?
I think so too.
Obviously not coach.
Everybody's answer is obviously not coach. I do have the answer to this question.
Why do I feel like that should be a T-shirt? Obviously not coach.
That can be the back of his OCX shirt, right?
Oh man.
It could be.
Oh, I feel like I'm doing the guy a disservice. But he beat me round 6 at the Omaha Regionals to make sure that I didn't make the cut. And he also beat me when I went in undefeated at round 3 in the FFG, and he's from Kansas City.
It's not Smittle. It's shit. What's his name?
I'm looking for his name. Doug Howie.
Doug Howe.
Yep,
Doug Howe.
Doug Howe.
Yeah, that's true.
Doug Howe is my Kyle because
is your
every
Kyle.
time I play him at a regional, he hands me that one loss that takes me out of the damn cut.
Yep, he is
Some
definitely your Kyle.
His dice are just on fire. He's like, I'm going to take this range 3 shot unmodified through a debris cloud on
Through
the
debris
rim.
cloud.
With
And
the
I'm
Hawk
gonna-
primary.
I'm
And
gonna
roll my one natural crit.
and I'm going to roll 3 crits and a hit. So, yeah, take that
Yeah.
damage cockpit from Kylo Ren.
I've
It's like-
seen it. I've seen it. It's true.
Like, what the hell's going on here? But, so,
Okay.
yeah, Doug Howe.
All right. So it is getting to where I'd like to start the shout out section, and we have a lot of people
we have
on.
to finish off with our last pickup lines, and then we can.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
you guys have more pickup lines. Come on.
Yes.
Okay. Pickup lines. Take 3.
Take it
We're
away,
gonna come up with more for Worlds.
Chico.
Okay. All right. So bad. You're like elusiveness, because I'll never leave you feeling used.
That's awesome. All right. Well, here's my. Okay. So here's my final salvo. What PS does it take for a guy to climb into your cockpit?
Yeah, do they have something that goes above
Wow.
PS12? Because that.
Yep, Epsilon Ace is up there.
Oh, based on the earlier conversations, I believe Han shoots first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man! Wow.
bad.
I don't know how you're gonna beat that one, ladies.
You said it was amazing. I'm waiting for amazing.
That
Come
was
on, give me
it.
the blinded pilot.
was it.
Blinded pilot. Come on.
That was it.
It seems like the average women response.
Yeah.
That was everything I got, baby. That was it.
I'll just laugh at anything. So
Oh, that's good. Let's do some shout-outs. And don't get me wrong, the show's not going to end yet. We're just going to end the recorded version. So, let's do shout-outs.
Then it gets weird.
Then it gets bad.
the
Because
pleading version.
if you literally watch 2.5 hours of YouTube, you should be rewarded for the third hour.
Bonus content? Bonus
Do that
content.
chat.
Oh man.
Okay, so let's see. Let's get the OCX newbies out of the. No, let's okay. Let's see. We did there. AJ, go ahead.
Shout
Unless
outs.
you need to think. Yeah, shout outs. Come on.
Oh, shout outs.
Go
I
crazy
guess
with
just
them.
everyone down the side of the world that does what they do to keep X-Wing alive and make it amazing for us. We don't get as much love as you guys. I know you don't get that much either, but just the crew that don't play so that they can run an event, or the guys that sacrifice their weekends helping out the kids. Those are the guys my shout outs for. Cheesy, I know, but
Cheesy.
Worthy one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Luke's just sad that you didn't give him a shout out. That's all.
Yeah, Luke Carrington.
okay, look, I've got to admit, you know, I don't know who you are, but I feel it. I feel it.
Oh, they're blushing. She's blushing.
I don't blush.
It's the alcohol.
It's the alcohol.
That's great.
Did we lose Coach?
I think we lost Coach. I can't hear him.
Fergalicious, you got any shout
Oh no, I just muted myself as a
Yeah,
guy.
he muted himself. Oh, it was sweet bliss for a moment.
There was that ambient noise in the background.
So you're telling me that I read Luke Carrington's pickup line and nobody heard it?
No one read
Nobody
it.
heard it.
Go on, read it out.
So Luke Carrington says, AJ, you are my opportunist because I'll probably leave you feeling stressed.
It's
And
stress.
I spend that stress to evade.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's great.
AJ, you're just making him fall more and more in love with you. I hope you realize
That's I know.
Who
Like,
knew,
you're not helping here.
who knew, according to the accent wise, that it works just the same for women when they come over here and deal with American men, hey?
Don't burn. Whoa, chat's getting crazy. Okay.
That was pilot skill. That was all pilot skill. No burn.
Oh, my goodness. Fergie, any shout out?
I mean, I guess shout out to just everyone at the Wizard's Chest. That's where I usually go play Wizard Squadron over here. Jim Frank for keeping me on my toes. What was it? Samwise Shepik just won. Shepik. He just won. He just won our campaign against cancer 2 years in a row. So now it's going to be called Campaign Against Sam at the Denver region, meta at least. Who else? Shout out to everyone else, John Conley, everyone else that just plays so well.
John Conley's awesome.
John Conley
He is awesome.
He always gives me a lot of free things, so I like that.
I met a lot of you guys at Omaha, and I'm surprised you guys made the trip, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But you guys were fantastic. That whole Wizard Squadron and everyone. Well, why was Dutch not wearing his shirt? Or was he?
I don't know.
Was he
To be
too
honest.
cool? He thought
Yeah,
the Denver
Dutch-
Broncos were that better, or what?
Dutch is a mercenary for hire.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't fly squadron. They don't pay him enough to be a part of the
Wizard Squadron.
So-
I mean, you might be right. He might not consider
being a
himself a wizard.
mercenary.
Come on, Dutch. Join us.
I played 3 Wizard Squadron guys when I was down there in Omaha at that
Did you
region.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Who did you play? I'm curious.
Oh God. One of them was flying a Miranda. No, he was flying a Poe Dash. I can't remember him. He was my second round opponent. I flew
Okay.
Terry, and
we,
then I.
We
flew
all
a guy-
remember your 5th round opponent.
Yeah, he was a Wizard Squadron guy too, and I was like, "Good Lord!" I was playing a lot of them. So
Okay, so the Poe Dash was actually my boyfriend, so I know exactly who you're talking about.
Got him.
Got him.
got him.
I know who you flew against.
Oh man, that's great. Oh, that's funny.
Well, good times.
no,
I had so much fun at that regional. So
I will
great.
ditto that shout out to Wizard Squadron because all those people there were great. Everyone who I talked to, yeah, Connolly. Oh man, we got to get Connolly on the show. I know he wanted to be a part of the town hall a couple weeks ago, but
I
He's
only
good
lost to
shit.
one of them. I only lost to one of the Wizard Squadron guys, and it just so happened to be your boyfriend.
oh, you lost to him?
I did.
Oh, get fucking good.
I should have shot at Poe when he was on the asteroid at range 1.
Wait a minute. He Poe onto it.
And you didn't shoot up. Dude.
Because he had a focus token in my shot.
Oh my god. Oh my
Focus
god.
token?
He's always going to have one.
You gotta do the math. You gotta do the math.
Do the math.
Do the math. How
Do
did
the
that
math.
math work out for you? Do you want to maybe have a new math lesson?
I barely lost. Yeah. I
It
know.
must have been that new math. Or it's like
Quick math. It was that quick math.
Ugh.
I had like 5 beers in me, and I didn't even play a round
Oh.
of X-Wing because I had
That's
to buy the first round. It was
Pass.
bad.
Oh.
yeah, don't have buys during regionals. That's bad. If you're a part of the
I had a
OCX.
blast though. I don't blame him. I blame myself.
Well,
So-
yeah. We all blame you too. All right. Sarah.
Shout out to you guys for inviting me on.
Oh, I love getting shout outs to me. And when you mean you guys, I know it's directed right to me.
Yes, yeah.
Those two guys are.
Big shout out to Wade for running the TCX Ultimate Tournament last weekend. That was a huge blast. So love you, Wade.
Is this Pisha?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
hmm And then shout out to the whole Twin Cities X-Wing meta for not being shit.
Except for all the Mirandas.
Eh,
No, you guys got a good group up there. All those
We
guys
do.
are great.
Yep.
Do you know Matthew Scafford? Scufford?
Stoutenberg.
Maybe. Big guy, goatee, brown hair.
That's a different Matthew than I'm thinking of. I don't know if I know him. There's so many players up here that I can't remember half of them, and I feel really bad because I'm really bad with names and faces.
Oh, you
Like-
think you're bad.
Unless it's like my top 20 friends, I just don't know who they are. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. No, it's
Oh, I'm apologizing
Schluter.
to anyone who
Matthew
might be
Schluter.
listening that
Matthew Schluter.
shows up to an event and I don't remember their name. I know I've heard the name. Don't remember who he is.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. The trick is, like, what I've learned is you can. Don't worry, Pat. I'm not doing a fucking podcast or anything.
Bring your beard into the
that's
camera
cool.
again, Pat.
Jeez. Then whatever. I guess if you're selling beers, I'll allow it.
Tell him to bring his beard back into the camera.
No, he's got. Apparently, he's working tonight. I don't know what the fuck he's here for. I don't know. Whatever.
Don't argue with Patrick working.
Working. Yeah, it's real work at a game store. No, yeah, I'm gonna ditto again on the whole Twin Cities. You guys are like almost Iowa nice up there, like almost. You're really close.
I think we're nicer.
This is because you deal with
And
like
modest.
one more. That's because you deal with one more month of winter than we do. You're like, don't scare them away. We need contact with people.
Yeah, no kidding. I took my bike out like 2 or 3 weeks ago because it was like 50 degrees, and now we're getting snow again. It's like great.
Yeah,
We're in the same boat. So
I do like the fact though when I walk into the FFG Center, I've been there enough times. I think that like people are like, I have no idea who that guy is. I should, but I don't know who that guy is. I walked up to who was TOing the event, Kevin.
Kyle Decker.
No,
Kyle.
Is it Kyle? Oh, it's Kyle. Oh shit! I think I called him Kevin.
he
Good.
looks like a Kevin.
I know. Chico was gonna like good. I don't know if I called him Kyle or not. Maybe. Yeah, Kevin. I was like, hey, what's up? He's like, hi. I'm like, you should know me. It's like, no, I have no fucking clue who you are.
He's got an entire game center to run.
He does, and he does a very good job.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Is there beer?
Yeah, this Patrick guy has some pickup lines. He's put like 3 down, and we've just kind of been ignoring them.
Patrick. Oh,
Yeah.
he is.
Laddies, I swear
he's
to God,
awesome.
Miranda, shoot
Pat-
more times than quick draw and may leave you blinded like Kylo.
Good effort.
Oh my gosh.
Patrick is a walking
Patrick,
pickup line.
if you come to Worlds and say a pickup line to me, I'll like give you a high five or something.
Oh, I'm so ready for my high five. Ah!
he's like on the computer. Ticket bought. Let's go with who do I think is going to take longer? Kyle.
Why do you think I'm going to take longer?
You're not. I'm saving you because you're going to be faster. I think Chico's going to take longer. That's why I went with you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Just another shout out to everybody down under. I've been having a blast following the Facebook posts and hearing what everybody's got to say. Glad we got to know each other a little bit more. Yeah, boy.
Awesome. That's why I chose you before Chico.
I just want to thank the ladies for being on tonight and having a blast with us on OCX Radio.
Damn it, you can't steal mine.
No, Sarah, you're doing it wrong. It's OCX.
You're backwards.
You're backwards.
You're fucking
You gotta do
backward. Whatever. I don't care.
Kyle's got it.
It's right. From the other end of the world, it looks like it's the right way around.
Oh, see? I was going for AJ because everything there is reversed.
That's funny. No, I definitely want to thank you guys for being on, or gals, I should say, for being on the show. I'm glad that we could just have you gals be on, and
He's trying so hard.
It's so hard.
He's trying
so hard.
I mean, it's a
Coach has been
collective
saying-
term in modern language. It's totally fine.
I've been saying dudes and guys and
People say
whatever.
dude
The
my
whole-
guy all the time.
Been saying all
And
night,
that's fine.
and I'm like
It's the fact
7.
that when you stop and think, that's when it starts to get a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm like 7 beers in. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard about it, but
We're just one of the guys.
you are. We're just playing X-wing and having fun.
I love
Exactly.
it. I love it.
I just want to know here at the end of the shout-outs thing, if you're looking for a guy while you're playing X-Wing who respects your ability and love to move plastic ships on a 3x3 playmat.
Yes, that's all I
Just
look
because
for.
you're looking doesn't mean you find him.
It's a requirement.
But you have the biggest sea of anyone to pick your.
It's like I posed them the question. It's like, does the quality of his templates really matter in looking for a guy?
No, because mine are probably better.
Her chassis doors.
I've got great templates. Top that.
Those acrylics shine like new.
Like you're running cardboard? Really?
You ever hear that song by TLC? I don't want no scrubs.
No
I feel like we need one of those. Like cardboard tokens. Yeah.
You have to place higher than me to date me.
So basically, what you're saying is I'm going to be single forever.
Oh my God! Gauntlet thrown. I love it. Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
I think one of the Howards is single. That's about all you got right there.
I don't play Imperials.
Oh. Hashtag no house divided here.
Right. Oh, and that's exactly why
that
I've
was
enjoyed
awesome.
having you guys.
Chico, any shout-outs?
Yeah, I was just gonna shout out all the ladies of X-Wing now that we just got done doing that. So a couple of the ladies we don't have on here that I think are prominent in the community, at least around me. Andrea Longy, she's awesome. She's been giving me some things that she wants updated on Cryodex, and I've been working with her to do that. She works a lot with Tolm, I know. Boo hiss.
Boo hiss.
But I got to work with her at Adepticon. She did a great job with things. She's awesome. Why are you laughing?
Look at the chat.
Luke is so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm cutting in. Ladies, I'm like advanced sensors going off way before you expect. Somebody take the bottle away from Luke.
I'll just drive over there and stop him. Allie Willis, Nathaniel Moore's girlfriend. I always see her at events. She's always fun to talk to. She's the one that I always get stories of her just getting shit on by other guys. So,
the alley stories. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It
ladies, if you're at an event and you deal with a guy who's just being overly shitty to you, and I'm the TO, let me know. I will drag them out of that building by
I have a feeling these ladies aren't going to have that problem.
I was just going to say, Chico, I don't need no man to save me.
No, I'm not doing it as a man. I'm doing it as a judge. Shitty people should not be in my event. And if they're being shitty like that, I do not want them in my event.
So after you crush them, go, that guy was a douche.
Right. Yeah.
And he deserves to be at the bottom table.
Into the parking lot and beat the shit out of him. There you go. That's all I got.
Okay. So I'm going to get my shout-outs, and then we're going to go into a combined beef section that we have to project out to a certain someone.
Unaware of this projected beefing.
Don't worry, you'll catch on pretty fast. I want to shout out, first of all, Tim and Carson from TCX Radio. Thank you for letting me be on your live stream. I know it was a very, very big commitment and risk. I think I performed very well. I think Tim said I did okay.
I thought this was shout-outs.
I don't really abide by the shout-out rules. That's why I save myself for last.
Once he allows himself to talk, then he just goes wherever he wants.
Like 15 minutes that I just go.
All right, I'm going to need some more alcohol. I'm not prepared for this.
That's fine. That's all right. Oh, you got another half an hour of shit show to go. So
yeah, I'm going to need more.
Matthew Schluter from also Minnesota. I want to give a shout out to you, buddy. He came up to me. He's like, Coach, love the show. Everybody, we love hearing that crap. I mean, it's not crap. We love hearing that stuff. It's like free currency for us. Hornet Squadron. I want to give a shout out to Hornet Squadron because I got another guest episode on their show last night, and we discussed the series finale of Rebels. And in true Coach fashion, I'm pretty sure I took the shit over that show. I don't know how much content's actually in there, but it's a pretty good show. I want to thank those guys for letting me be on.
It wasn't a non-X-Wing podcast, though.
Oh, we talked. I mean, I guess if you want to say we talked X-Wing, we talked about me, and I am X-Wing, so we talked X-Wing.
Coach's X-Wing confirmed. The face of X-Wing right there.
I have been waiting to say that literally for 2.5 hours. And AJ missed it.
Missed it. You're gonna have to redo it. Redo.
Okay, so basically, I wanted to thank Hornet Squadron for letting me be on their podcast last night, and we talked Rebels, the TV show. And Kyle asked me, "So you guys didn't do any X-Wing content?" And I says, "Well, we talked about me, and I am X-Wing, so therefore we talked about X-Wing." And that is the proper response. Okay. I think that's pretty much what I have for. I also want to again thank first of all Chad for putting on the whole campaign for cancer, but I also want to thank him expanding the locations for it.
Did you say campaign
for cancer? Is that what I said?
Yes.
Oh,
No, it's
shit.
not for cancer. It's against cancer. Just- damn it.
Hashtag Coach support cancer.
Coach supports cancer.
He's just sprinkling
wow.
asbestos dust on everything.
I saw Sarah like hyperventilating here. I'm like, oh my god, what? Did you literally just say what I think you said? I'm sorry, Chad. The campaign against cancer. The campaign for cancer is Crate Cup 2019. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Line has taken effect.
That's good. I like that. That's pretty good.
Hey, Coach,
Yeah.
are you done? Because I have one last thing.
I will. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
he
I think
done.
I'm
He
good.
done.
I'm definitely done.
His microphone to you, Chico.
Okay, so just to piss off Bruno. He said he hates our songs. He hates poems. So I made a haiku for tonight to close.
Oh, that's great. Peter will love it.
All right. The ladies are here. Our pickup lines really sucked. Nub nub ooh la loo.
I think for this yub nub.
Oh, we're not yub nubbing yet.
No, I know, but I think for this yub nub, we should just let the ladies take over and do it.
That's a lot of
Okay.
pressure.
Were there any female Ewoks? I like
How do you
Googled
get
this today.
baby
I couldn't tell the difference though.
There was an Ewok holding a baby.
Yeah, they just brought up
Yeah, well,
in the ground.
seahorses do that shit as men. So don't assume their gender.
I'm just
Still,
I'm
ne-
just
still needs the
assuming it's a
lady to make it
colony of-
happen.
It's just nature will find a way.
Well, maybe they're like Mogwai and they reproduce by getting wet.
Oh! Have you ever seen an Ewok get wet?
I don't think so. Oh, Jesus.
All
Okay,
right.
so what do you got left, Coach?
So, some shit was said about me previously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
No way.
some certain fucking big wig goddamn podcaster thought he was just gonna be like, let's just call out these new and upstarting young ambitious podcaster that is just trying to make his way in the world, and
Ambitious? Who
the
we
fucking big man D, the fucking
Keyword.
dragon
Keyword there
you
was trying.
at Minoc is like, I'm just gonna call this scrub out, and he started throwing accusations around. Like, what the hell, man? I barely even met this Ryan Farmer guy. Why would I call him stupid and dumb and ugly, and inbred and like uneducated and I don't know, fanatically challenged? I don't know. I never said those things.
These are oddly specific.
And so he just like straight up fucking called me out. So I mean, like, I think I met this D Yoon guy like once, and it was
Twice.
like, I think I went up and I was like, I'm Aaron Kroll and you're D Yoon, and I was like super fanboy, and he was like, whatever, like, that's cool. It's just like, I'm pretty sure he fucking slapped my hand away, and I was crushed as like a human being. I was like, this is my idol, and so all I've ever strived to be was D Yoon. I wanted to be a 5'3" Asian 45-year-old. Like, that's all I wanted to be. And so I finally got my chance. And he just decides to go and shit on me on his podcast, which is worldwide, and like everyone now is like, this coach guy is obviously shit, like, whatever. Like, D Yoon's gonna crush his bones. So I'm just here to say, Wednesday, day 1A, D Yoon, bring it, motherfucker.
Do you have a backup plan?
You want to really smell what the coach is cooking? Because I'll bring it. I'll bring it harder than anyone's brought anything harder. I will give you that coach's elbow. I will fucking woohoo your ass all over that FFG center.
Someone take away his beer.
I don't know.
Fearless,
That was
baby.
like a 6 out of 10. Needs more intensity.
So
Should've
if you guys are there on Wednesday and you decide to see a really tall guy and a really short guy, like really short,
Coach,
like he's barely
what do
table height.
what are you drinking?
What
We're
has his
gonna-
height got to do with anything?
We're gonna go at it.
What are you
Come on.
drinking? What are you drinking, Coach?
Oh, a little bit of Rolling Rock. A little
Okay.
bit of Budweiser.
Okay.
Just
keeping you in
trying to
check.
get that store credit.
So we're gonna yub nub this, but I just want you to know, D Yoon, it's on.
I'll
Like
witness
fucking
it.
Donkey Kong.
I'll be there to witness it.
Take
Sarah?
videos. Send
Gonna take
pictures.
Video.
Going
Yub
on
nub,
YouTube
Live
everybody!
commentate.
Woo!
Nub.
Yub nub.
Ooh-la-loo!
Need it. Yub nub. We had Girls Little Podcast, and it was super awesome.
Nub nub.
Yay.
Super drunk.
Girl power
Girl power.
and stuff.
We're gonna drink beers in the parking lot.
Shit,
Mm,
Not me, because I'm playing.
Hey, you're not playing.
Drink and fly.
Yay.
I recommend it.
I'm gonna try to play.
You're gonna
Okay.
play. You're playing.
I want a second set of World's Dice.
You're playing. You're playing Wednesday, right?
Yeah, she's in the best day.
Right. So when you get off of work at 4:00, you do whatever you need to do, and then make your butt's way back to the FFG Center, and then you can enjoy some beers. In the
Oh
park.
yeah, on Wednesday I'm gonna play my games, and then Thursday, Friday I'm gonna be a mess.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There
Nice.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so just for a little preview of what that whole thing was about, I'm probably like ruining the whole thing, but whatever, I don't care. D Yoon and I have been planning on doing like a WWF like match.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
Please.
Yeah. So
Only if you.
we're trying to figure out if we can like find a false table or something like that and sneak it in. or like a metal chair because like we're legit
False
gonna like
table?
WWF the shit out of this.
Just don't be a pussy and go through it. It's fine. It's a table. You'll live.
Until his back breaks and he doesn't do it.
So I know I'm breaking the character right now, and he's probably gonna be pissed, but whatever, I don't care. But
You would
Judge.
ruin it, Coach.
Judge.
You would.
if no one listened to my knocks yet, he called me out at the end of the show, and he said he was gonna Tanya Harding me.
Oh yeah.
he did.
and,
He would have to reach you first.
well, yeah, I know exactly, right?
Way to kill the bottle. Destroy that thing.
Wow.
So I was waiting for him to initiate it, and he said he was going to, and I was just waiting, and all of a sudden Chico goes, "Holy shit, fucking D just called you out." I was like, "Oh, okay, it's on." so for the next couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a back and forth kind of a thing.
Nice.
And so, yeah, it's a playful thing we're doing, so don't anyone
Hey,
freak the
free
fuck out.
publicity, whatever.
But no, we're I think a week before we're gonna actually choreograph loosely something that we're gonna do that will probably get us kicked out of the FFG Center. But are they really gonna kick out D Yoon?
Please live stream.
Don't
it.
kick
Just
me
post it
out.
there.
As long as you let
Okay.
him do a Macho Man Randy Savage flying elbow drop onto you, everything is good.
I mean, sure. I don't. Without physically being in the same room, I don't know how we could practice that. I guess I'll just have
All
to.
he has to do
take
is
just. Yeah, and then he misses and nuts me in the face, and like my nose is broken from round 5 to 7 or whatever. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the shit show. Oh yeah,
Yeah, brother.
So,
What was the stuff beforehand?
oh yeah, no,
that's always the joke.
that
It gets so worse.
that's what
So
we
much
call
worse.
regular content.
You can't understand.
This is where we could just get to go off. Like, if you guys got shit to say, just let it all air out. Like I said, nobody literally watches all 3 hours of the YouTube channel.
I
But
have at least once.
don't have you really?
At least once.
Which episode? I'm interested now.
I think I started watching the live show about a month ago.
And you watched the whole thing?
I'm sorry.
Like,
Yeah. Well,
oh
okay,
no!
so
Like, you
I
watched the
wasn't
live show
okay.
all the way through.
I wasn't sitting here like eyes open, staring at my screen at you guys. It was
Oh,
like
God.
on my second monitor, and I was like
Still
doing
idiot.
some other shit.
Oh yeah.
That's
It
fair.
gets me
That's
through my
fair.
Thursday afternoons. I mean, it pretty much gets me from lunchtime to home time. It's great.
Perfect.
It ruins my Thursday mornings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting there right now. Like I said, I haven't drank in a year, and now I just downed an entire bottle. So
I need to get another beer to cheers you, sir, because man,
He's not
you
slurring
took
his words
you
enough.
took the OCX mentality to a whole nother level.
Yeah. He's not talking in cursive good enough.
Talking in cursive.
You can blame the Gordon rule on that one.
yeah, at Brian Burney, I thought I was only gonna have like 2 glasses of wine because, like I said earlier, I had 2 Long Islands the other night, and I was done, like passed out. This is absurd.
Drink better, Sarah. Drink better.
So what do you think, AJ? What are you mixing right now? What are you mixing?
I'm not mixing anything. I'm drinking a straight single malt
On a rock?
on the
You're not
rocks.
helping all the guys on the chat. I'm just letting you know.
So are there like New Zealand liquors, or is it like a lot of imports?
It's mostly imports. I had an amazing beer I wanted to have for this podcast, but it's sold out at the moment. It's called ATAT, and it's like 10%. It is a local brew. It's real cool. But, liquor-wise, I mean, we have a couple of bespoke distilleries. The whiskey I'm drinking is a local called Thompson's. But, yeah, typically it's mostly just imports.
So you
Craft
called
beer,
it
we have a lot.
ATAT and not at. A lot of respect for that.
Are we going to have that argument? Are we really going to have that argument?
There is a
It's the
hyphen,
proper
it is
way
an
to pronounce it.
abbreviation.
The problem comes when you try to say ATST. You can't say ATST, can you?
Right. It's not an abbreviation. It's an initialism. Okay, I can see you're confused.
I've just never heard the word initialism before.
Okay, so there's two different things: acronyms and initialisms. Acronyms, are things like scuba. The word scuba is a whole bunch of words shortened to make a new word.
Wait,
self-contained breathing apparatus.
I'm Googling this.
Yeah, self-contained breathing apparatus. Like that's an acronym, but an initialism is where you speak the individual letters. Mind blown? Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go upstairs. And I'm gonna go to bed, so I get like 4.5 hours of sleep tonight. I'm sorry I have to bow out so early, but oh man, I've had a complete blast. I'm not gonna lie. You ladies are a hoot and a half.
That was a good
not
episode.
more.
That was a good freaking episode.
Fantastic.
Tonight was fun.
Oh, I look forward to seeing Sara and Fergie at Worlds, and AJ. We're gonna have to start a GoFundMe program to get you here this year, or we can shoot for next year, or maybe we can just get you over for Gen Con. Whatever.
Holy shit, that would be living the dream. Gen Con is a life goal.
There you go. You've got until the beginning of August to get your shit together.
That's the nice thing about Gen Con is it's only 2.5 hours away from me.
Yeah. Now, you know, why aren't we staying with you while we're at Gen Con?
Because I don't want to drive 2.5 hours every day.
I know. I'm just giving you a shit.
Wait, why aren't we staying with who? For what? In this?
Chico.
Gen Con.
Why would we stay with Chico?
Because that Wednesday night when we get into town, we could just stay with Chico and then go to Gen Con Thursday morning.
You could do that. Like drive into my house and then the next morning drive into Gen Con.
Yeah.
Oh, because we get super fucking wasted Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I did with Zach Matthews, Zach Bart, and Nick Revo.
Yeah, how did that work out for you if you played Thursday X-Wing?
Yeah. Yeah,
we never signed
I still need to send
We're always Thursday X-Wing, Kyle.
And that's the problem.
I still need to send an apology letter to that Baptist church in Detroit.
They'll never be able to see their mirror again. There's too many OCX stickers on it.
So hopefully this episode proved to some people wow, the girls of X-Wing are actually just like the rest of us.
Because
I feel
nerds,
you guys had plenty of singers, and it's you're not fragile little beings that we have to treat with special gloves, and it's no, they're fucking go beat them. Or if you're Fergie, just fly off the board because you're scared.
I am a scary person. Okay.
You are.
Come on, we're all pretty fucking scary.
Right.
She started off like this. Oh, hi, I'm Fergie. You know. And I'm like,
have you seen my harpoons?
The conditions I can put on you with my harpoons.
Oh my god! So Mark's condition card has something to do with heart attacks because he's had 3.
Oh my god!
3?
He's
what?
had 3 of them.
How?
And it's a condition card. It's if I'm doing this, or something like that, you have to call 911 and
grab
concede
a
your
pill,
match.
put it under my tongue, and call 911.
I need it.
It's gonna be fantastic.
He gave me one of his Y-Wing cards at Adepticon, and I need 3 more of those.
Wait,
what? He only gave me 1, and I told him I played quad Y-Wings.
Yeah, but you're not over the age of 40, so you shouldn't even be able to fly the first one.
Did you get an FU poker chip? That's the question.
No.
Oh.
I one-upped him, though, because I magnetized on my Y-Wings, so now they actually look like they're flying.
What?
Yeah, I magnetized all my ships like last week or 2 weeks ago or something.
Do you have one of the Gold Squadron Gold Y-wings? I will bring one to Worlds for you. There we
Okay.
go.
All right. So now that I said goodnight, now I'm actually gonna go to bed. And
Later, Stews.
Good night,
Yep.
Kyle.
I'll see you on
Been a
day one.
pleasure hanging out with you.
that's right.
So, I do have a little gift for you girls. You're all gonna get some Drunk Assist Astromechs.
Yay!
I would hope so. I'm a patron.
Sarah and Fergie, you'll get yours at Worlds. AJ, you'll have to send me your address. I'll send you some.
Might have to order a shirt at the same time.
Ooh, you only have like 2 days.
Oh, son of a bitch! I gotta do that. How do I do the thing?
I would, but I have to rep my squadron, Nora's Explorers.
Nora's Explorer. Why didn't you shout that out? That would have been fun.
No,
That's really, really adorable.
we just got shirts. We got shirts last week.
You guys,
Yeah,
that could be the podcast name.
Adorable?
You're welcome.
The Nora's Explodables or whatever it was.
No, it's only 3 of us, but we made a pact that because none of us got into Worlds on the lottery, we made a pact that on second chance tickets, we had to represent 3 ARC 170s between us, however many got in Worlds. So if only one person got in, they had to run triple arcs.
Tell me you're not running triple arcs.
All 3 of us got in.
Okay, thank God.
So I'm running.
So you're saying you have a chance?
My Nora Ezra Lork, my tournament regular competitive list that I can certainly go 4-2 with.
Oh my goodness, that's
So
great.
there needs to be 7 rounds of Swiss so I can go 5-2.
I'm pretty sure there's only 6.
Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, there's 6 each day, and then 3 rounds day 2.
Did they confirm that anywhere?
Yeah.
It was
Well,
on the
you're
website.
confirming it. Fuck.
It was on the website.
Okay. Every 6-round Swiss, I start 4-0 and then lose 2 in a row. Every single time.
You'll be fine. You'll make day 2.
I'll make it. I made it
Yep.
last year. I can make it this year.
If you're 4-2, you make day 2.
Okay. Made it last year. I can make it this year. I've got it.
Unless you're
You got
facing
this.
hashtag
I believe.
Java
I believe.
Meta.
Java meta.
So, Coach, apparently,
Okay,
I
legitimately.
Send me a
Twitter-
Nora's Explorers shirt, and I'll wear it. I'm running a regional that day, but I'll wear it.
I did have a joke shirt set up for like an April Fool's joke where it was going to be a tank top and it was just going to be natties.
I love April Fools. It's the best. It's the
I did
best.
too. And the podcast, like, we failed everyone this year. It was like this. Of course, this was my first April Fool's, and we had the idea of doing the fake FAQ kind of a thing, and half of them did it, half of them didn't. But
I wanted more podcasts to commit because so the Minox was the most enjoyable Minox episode I've listened to, I think. Where they did the fake FAQ.
I didn't even listen to that one. I'll have to download it.
Yeah, they played the game Dread, which makes me now want to run a game of Dread for friends.
I did hear that one,
Yeah.
yes. I actually messaged Farmer. I said, "Thank God I wasn't on that plane."
I think Shuttle Tiberium was the only one that committed to the fake fact because they actually made shit up for it.
Yeah,
Everyone
they
else
were
just
the one
played
that
board
made.
games.
Yeah, and there were a couple of other ones that did. One of the ideas we had rolling around was we were going to shit. I don't know if I should say this.
You should.
We were going to release everyone's podcast under you're going to record your regular podcast, but they were going to be released under different names.
Oh my
So
god,
if
that
you
would
were-
be amazing.
If you were going to go download Minoc, you would have gotten Stay on Target, or if you were going to
next year.
download
Next year.
OCX, you were going to get like Hornet or something like that.
What you do is you have the crates record an episode of them impersonating every other podcast.
See, the crates, that was the reason the whole FAQ thing fell through, or wasn't everyone doing it. is because the crates were like, no, we're doing our own thing.
What?
Yeah. They
Well,
legit
that's
said,
total
we're
crate
not
thing
going to do it. We're
Okay.
going to do, and apparently the one thing they were going to do was their 10 hours of fucking whatever it was.
Do I need to
All of the
angry
crates.
message Zach now?
Sure. I mean, it wouldn't be the first
He-
time, but
You can angry message them all you want. I feel like they've gone just off the rails.
they
They
I
quite
feel like
literally
Travis
don't care
Johnson
anymore.
Johnson said it the best. This is our book club that we record, and you get to listen, or you don't get to. You don't have to. I mean, it's. I went off on Chris one night, and I regret it a lot. He was on the show a while. Month and a half ago?
Yeah,
Nobody
something like
knows this, but like I kind of went off on him. I was like, guys, you're very influential in the X-Wing podcast community, and like you're kind of shitting the bed on everyone. Like, and he's just like, this is what we do, and I'm like, you should not do that, and it's just the way it is. That's the crates are going to be the crates, and you're not going to change them. So. I wish we could, but we can't.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It just sucks that you have people that are like the word is escaping me, but their personalities are so big that like they like Chris Allen is just like we were talking about this after CAC at dinner with Gordon, and he just has the power of an X-Wing god to like if he wanted the community to do anything he wanted to, he just waves his hand and it could happen.
He
So,
literally could do that.
He has that power just with his personality and how much he's just pushed himself into the community that he could make anybody do whatever he wants to. So it sucks that they've gotten so negative, because then the community goes negative. Whereas if he all of a sudden went positive, or just said, okay, this thing sucks over here, but let's do something else and have fun our own way, the community would embrace that and move forward. And it sucks that they haven't, because people are going to listen to him.
Yeah.
I wonder. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say they're kind of sold on the death of X-Wing right now, but it's totally fine. Like, the top 3 lists in the metagame kind of suck, but other than that, it's fine.
I mean, that whole attitude goes everywhere. I mean, one of the biggest problems we have in New Zealand, well, let's be fair, the Auckland community, our top players are incredibly negative towards other players, lists, changing meta. They don't like change. They don't like anything. As soon as they start bagging on it, the noobs come in and they just hate on all of it. And you're like, but you haven't played. You don't understand. I have no issue with an FAQ. I have no issue with an OP list. Just figure out something that beats it. Figure out how to have fun. What is your fun condition?
Your fun
Hey.
condition.
And
Go ahead, Fergie.
I think that's what people don't get about the Midwest is like we hit those points of oh man, this list is crazy good, and then all of us instantly start going, now how do we drive it into the fucking ground in the next tournament? And we try to figure it out. And that's why like we went to Detroit and we saw like a couple ghost fens, and then we saw just a shit ton of decimators and a shit ton of other hard counters. And it was like, oh, holy hell. How do I get through the mirror match of the other hard counter so I can find my one ghost fen and ruin his fucking day? And like, I managed to find one. And sure enough, I set my shit across from him and I just smiled and just crushed him. Like one managed to squeak through and make it all the way to the top, which is amazing.
The Midwest is definitely the okay, you want to bring that? We are going to make your day a bad day. Like,
Okay.
we don't care if we go 1 and 6. We're gonna beat your list.
So
We're gonna make you rethink your options.
So at Adepticon, I brought for Hyperspace Qualifier 2 Hemagilas, the PS5s with adaptability, harpoons, long-range scanners, and unhinged, with Morello Evolved that had Mangler Cannon and Dengar Crew and Boba Fett Crew. And I just set up across from everyone all day and just jousted them. And I did 100 a Ghost Fen, and it was the best feeling in the world.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yep, it's like the first turn of combat, he turned his ghost away to take a TLT at me, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And Fenrir's dead. And then like two turns later, I'm like, all right, there goes your TLT.
My greatest feeling this season was using Boba Fett to rip the TLT off of a ghost.
Oh my god, Boba's so much
Hi.
fun. Yeah,
What do you
so
think
good.
of doing
That's
all
the feeling.
regionals?
That's the best feeling.
I want to answer Ryan on Topsky. I'm going to loosely say, speak on Dion's half. He said that anyone's accepted. I know the room has a cap limit, though.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Like when it suddenly fills up and Dion has to deal with fucking fire
Yeah.
marshal.
It's going to be. I
He
want to
said
say
whoever wants to can show up.
whoever wants to can show up, but I'm just letting you know that there are only 60 people allowed in that room, unless he like ordered the big room, which he might have. I don't know. It wasn't the room we were looking at, but I haven't been in the loop for a while, so
Yeah, it's
if he literally ordered the wedding hall, yeah, everyone's invited.
well. He said the place that he ordered, was not any more expensive getting the food package with it.
Okay, then it's the same room that I originally called on, and yes, it has a 60-person cap.
All right, 60 people. Yeah, we'll probably.
I guess
Get
my
that.
problem with it is that it's the Goldie Awards, so like all of the podcasters kind of have to be there. I mean, they don't have to be there, but
You'd think they'd take precedence.
I mean, there's 20 podcasts out there, and there's probably 3 or 4 hosts of every podcast that are going.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. I remember 2 years ago when we had it just in the Airbnb that they were crashing at. We had a lot of people in that room, but that was a blast. We had so much fun with that.
I mean, if Dion is listening, he said they were going to have presenters, and I want myself and Moisture Farmer to be presenting something. I don't care. Whatever it is, I want me and
Dude,
him presenting
I think you need an independent party presenting. Just saying.
Just fly in for presenting the Goldies.
Talk to Gold Squadron. They got money coming out of their ass.
I have a Patreon.
Patreon money.
Are you?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm so excited for Worlds, but yet I'm like, I think this is going to be something I've never experienced before, and I hope I live up to the hype.
Oh man,
I don't think it's going to be a problem, but I really hope I do.
I am so excited for all that.
Hey, as
Like-
soon as you get like 2 or 3 drinks in you, you're living up to your hype. It's great.
So you're talking like 10
They,
a.m.
they serve beer there, so it's easy.
Oh, I
Leaving
know.
the car
No,
park.
it's not easy because they're like $7 a beer.
It's like $5.50. That's fine.
Yeah, but the only bottled beer domestic they sell is Miller Lite, which is crap.
Just smuggle a flask in or something. It's
Nah,
cool.
I've got to. I'm gonna have a truck stocked full of Budweiser. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
I will be running out just a shotgun one and run back in.
I'm just waiting for like Thursday and Friday
Drunk
when
judge calls.
I was on Hornet and I have a list of things I have to do on behalf of the Hornet Squadron Radio,
Nice.
and judging the bottom tables is one of them. I was told I had to sneak in at the bottom tables and make a judge call on something.
I don't want to hear this shit.
I'm probably not gonna do that, but depending on what time of day it is.
Those 4 guys deserve a little bit of respect.
Oh, they will get way more respect. Like, I'm going to have prizes to hand out to those sons of bitches.
Oh
But
god.
I can't shit on the bottom tables because I was totally there once. My first tournament list was Nora, Poe, and a Green Squadron A-Wing. And I went 1-5 at the Wisconsin Regional, and Papa ID like kicked my ass. Okay, I faced Papa ID twice, and he's beaten me both times.
apparently,
He's
he's
your Kyle.
pretty good.
No,
Apparently
he
he's pretty
is. The second time he beat me was at the Green Bay Regional, which he made top 4 at. So
He's a great
You
guy,
know-
though. I like him.
oh, he's
You know,
so
it's
nice.
now dawning on me. You know what I loved about this podcast tonight? It's all 3 of you ladies are like very good X-Wing players. Like super, super good.
Thank you.
We try.
I mean,
Try.
Fergie outstanding. I mean, I basically gave her that game, but she's shit on me. And I
Sure,
fucking ran.
Sure. I hear that all the time.
Ran. Oh.
It's okay. Whatever makes you feel better, Coach.
Hey, now in the, you know, we should have answered this. Chico had a very good question, and I myself have a daughter that's 6. How old's yours, Chico?
7.
7. So they're like almost there, Like I'm gonna wait till 10 till I start like really getting into strategic X-Wing.
No, seriously, Coach. I learned that if you start teaching them chess like early, it helps out with like math
Yes. Yep.
skills and learning like strategy and thinking ahead and stuff like that. So I'm looking for a chess set because like my chess set is like clear glass and smoky glass, and I'm like I don't want to drop that on her. That's going to be hard to determine the difference. So I'm looking for a proper chess set.
Yeah, my daughter already is. She's like, let's do math, Dad. I'm like, I just got home. I want a beer. I'm like, why do you want to do math? And I'm probably a terrible parent for saying that, but I'm
If
like,
she likes math, she's gonna love X-Wing.
I'm like, you're a crawl. You're not supposed to be asking those kind of questions.
Go get me a beer and know your place.
Yeah, I was like, I tell you what, go grab me a beer and then divide how many beers I have left into how many times it takes me to grab another beer. Let's throw that algorithm out there. That sounds like it. But
Coach.
you're seeing more and more young kids at at tournaments. And I want to say the tournaments that I've been at, half of them are girls, which is awesome. That's fantastic.
That's amazing to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, Omaha is and even my store here, like all the guys that play here, they bring their kids, and like once they reach 10, it's like, congratulations, here's your first corset. Corset.
Corset.
And
I'm gonna have to get a
and
corset
they
made.
busted.
Corset and your
I
corset.
know. I feel like that should be an award, like an OCX award, like a corset wrapped in a corset. Oh, that's so funny. That was great.
And what
but
were we trying to
it's-
achieve with this episode?
I think we achieved exactly what we wanted to achieve. Is that guys, the gals are just like us. Treat them like us. Like they're nerds. They're here to kick your ass. The pickup lines were great.
Oh, I have
God,
one
that's
more.
hilarious.
I have one more pickup line that was anonymously submitted because he said he couldn't say it himself. Whatever. So here we go.
All right,
he
Luke,
says-
go ahead.
Oh no, Luke said everything that was on it.
I was gonna say there was no filter on Luke.
I can't wait to give him hell. In my best bad Aussie accent.
You're gonna have to send me a picture, you realize, right?
Huh?
You're
Kiwi.
gonna have to send me a picture,
Kiwi.
right?
Oh
In
yeah.
your best Kiwi accent.
There we
Yeah,
go.
your best Kiwi accent. Come on.
There's no difference to us Americans.
No, it is because the way she pronounced tattoos. I was listening and I was muted. I'm like, What the
Okay.
fuck is she talking about?
To be fair, I'm even in love with your accent right now. So
You don't often hear that.
Hey, it's my pickup line time.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
listening.
Or
You
this
have my full attention.
And
there we go.
everyone thinks I'm the selfish one on the podcast.
Selfish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in cursive.
Okay, so he says, "Hey baby, why don't we jump into my Connor net and see what explodes?"
Oh, gosh.
All right.
I feel like the proper response is, so I'm gonna go one straight and that's it.
Got him.
You're gonna give me a one hard and that's it.
oh my god.
Sloop and poop.
Oh, that's good.
No, to tell you the truth, ladies, I had no idea what this was basically like a town hall for girls. Like there was no
Well,
agenda or
you didn't-
anything. It was
You
just
didn't
like,
have show notes.
well, I kind of had.
We never have shown.
We
Hey.
watched you write them down.
Look at this. This is the best show notes this show has ever had in at least a month and a half.
And when we started, that page was blank.
It was blank.
You did that as we went.
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
I
lie,
don't know.
I had some show notes. But then I'm a gender equality crusader.
Why didn't you like? See, this is the problem.
It was
Everyone is allowed to take over the show. It's just as long as you let me talk a little bit.
Did we not have a good show?
I thought we had a great show.
That was a great
Okay.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought this was, and I don't want to mock any other show that had like, they try to say like girls like and had a girl on.
Oh.
We
Oh,
lost-
We lost him. Yeah, like
I know what he was gonna say though, and it's like the whole misogyny thing has been touched on before. Like whatever.
right. And like
Honestly-
I'm sure it's a problem out there, and
It's like it doesn't
something
even
we do.
happen to me in the Twin Cities meta. At least it's fine.
Well,
The
good.
biggest thing I can comment on. I mean, I have an amazing group of guys around me. They don't comment or care. It's the table
Yeah.
talk. Watch the words you use. I mean, when you describe
Yeah.
me, I'm bossy or feisty. You don't use that terminology to describe a guy. We had one guy when I first started out, he used the word rape a lot. Like, oh, that
Oh my
list is
God.
raping me. And you kind of go, dude, there's better words in this world. Like, come on. It's little things like that. Or the misguided. I find the older players often sort of do the like, it's really tough. Like, where does chivalry end? Where does feminism start? And it's awkward for everyone. But you know what? We're just
Mhm.
one of the
That's
guys.
Yeah, it's like who cares?
One
Just play the game.
We're just another player.
Yeah, it's like my cards are happening, your cards are happening. We're narrating the game. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I agree.
Completely agree.
My favorite is the one where, guys will be like, well, not just guys, girls will do it too, but I just don't play a lot against a lot of girls. So that's why I refer to guys. But anyways, my favorite one is, it's always the dice's fault. Like, oh, the dice.
Oh my
It's always the
God.
dice. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not a good
That's
player. It's
everybody.
just the dice's fault that you lost. Okay,
Fuck
cool.
the dice.
Good to know.
Fuck the dice.
In my
Jesus
experience,
Christ.
a bad player is a bad player.
Right.
Bad dice, a bad dice. Your gender has nothing to do with
Yep.
that.
Right,
Mm.
but it just makes me laugh because sometimes they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it was just my dice that was bad." Like, "Oh, every time you play me, okay, sure, I'm sure, yeah, okay."
Just like your
Oh,
templates,
oh.
Fergie. Just like your template.
Right?
Luke blames my dice so much. Poor Luke, he's like, God, they're just on fire right now. It's like, maybe.
I mean, don't get me
It's
wrong. I
called
joke a lot.
statistics. It happens.
Right.
Well, yeah.
No, and I joke a lot about dice. Like, we have a local player here. His name is Sam Shepik, and his dice always appear to be hot. Like, I kid you not. And we all call it Sam's dice around here in the Denver meta. And we're like, "Hey, Sam, give me your dice so we can roll them and stuff." But, it's a joke, Nobody actually takes that serious. It's fun. Stuff like
Yeah.
stuff like that I'm okay with. But when I've had people before, like during like a store champs or something, come up to me like, "Oh, yeah, I lost, but it was just my dice." I'm like, no, It was because
Yeah.
I was a good flyer.
Yeah.
But okay.
I found when I
That's-
started doing well, I got a lot of like store champs. I was really pleased with myself. I beat one of our top, like really top players, like finishers and top cut at all our nationals.
Mhm.
I was really pleased with myself because I, legit beat him.
Mhm.
And people cheapen that with, oh, well, he was distracted, implying I had a low cut top. And you just kind of go, guys, like, no, I was better.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
And even if that was remotely true, that's not your fault. Just say.
Who cares? If I choose to show up in just my bra,
Right.
you still got to play me.
Let's not do
Wait.
that.
Do you think we could go 6-0 at Worlds by doing that?
Try it, but
'Cause
I
if
don't
it-
recommend it if you want to be taken
You
seriously.
might get some better judge calls.
Okay, then I'll do it. 'Cause I might have that one judge call that really matters.
Don't sell yourself. Don't sell yourself. Back your skill.
No, I kid you not, Chico. At the regional at FFG, I had a judge call 4 turns in a row one game. It was ridiculous.
Oh,
It was always for Arc because I was playing Dash versus his like Nora or something, and we had to have a judge call every turn to see if I was in Arc.
I had a guy
they
at
all won
CA
in my favor because I'm a good Dash player.
There you go.
Who would have thought?
I had a guy at CAC called me over for just a range or an arc check, whichever one it was, and I went and put my finger like on the base to hold it, and when I hit it, it nudged it like a fraction of a millimeter, like that barely fidget, but like I saw how it fidgeted. I got that in my head. I know where it's at, but the guy looks at me and said, well, there goes our accurate measurement. And I'm like, oh shit. It's like suddenly this isn't going in your favor. But like I snapped for a second, and like I kind of felt bad, kind of didn't, but like I looked at him and said, keep talking. Just please keep talking. like I will just like I will lose my shit here. It's like, this is a charity tournament, like slow your roll. Like, you're not winning this thing. And then I look at it, and he's a full like centimeter away from being range 1, and is like, there, that little nudge had nothing to do with it. Just fuck off, play your game. God.
Fuck off and play your game.
Yeah, I didn't say that, but it was in my head, and I'm like, I did get a little shitty with him. And like, I kind of felt bad about that, but oh well.
Okay, Fergie, I think you got the bad end of the karma I gave to a Shadowcaster with that 4 crits, because I did roll 4 natural crits against the Shadowcaster once.
Oh.
So I think I'm just giving it back to you as the karma.
That's funny.
Yeah.
See, but like stuff like that, like it happens, and I never went and said, "Oh, that guy only beat me because of his 4 natural crits." Like, no, he played well. I mean, it sucked that he got those 4 natural crits in, but he still played really well. So
Yeah.
just give credit where it's due. Quit blaming the dice.
Yeah.
See, I
that-
learned the art of losing right from the beginning. I was bad. I played Swarms for 6 months. I learned to have fun even when I was getting my ass handed to me. And you know what? Now it's even more fun to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's something that I found that I try to do more now, is when I lose, I like, if my opponent really super outplayed me, like, I make sure to tell them, is like, wow, like I might have been able to pull that out, but you made it super difficult. Like, that thing you did there screwed up my whole plan. Great on you. And like, being able to do that, I think makes people walk away from the table feeling better. Now, that there are some times where you look at a game and go, I had that, it was mine to lose, and then I lost it, and that sucks. But keep it internal until you walk outside and bitch to one of your friends. Don't yell at your opponent saying
Oh,
you were
nice.
clearly shit, I just screwed it up. I mean, that's not good for your opponent.
Right.
That doesn't make anybody happy.
And also discrediting your win as well by saying you were just lucky or your
Yeah.
dice were just really good. I mean, that makes your opponent feel even worse. You just go,
That's
hey,
kind
dude,
of
just
shitty.
wasn't your day. Like,
Right. at least leave it up to your opponent to say, man, I won that, but it came down to that dice roll. And then you can say, yeah, I fucking did. But let them say that first.
Oh man! So then we just lose coach altogether.
Yeah, we lost
got
him.
crapped out or something.
He's gone.
Yeah, his
right.
Just Chico and the ladies.
Goodbye, brother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's getting pretty late for me over here, to be honest.
Right. It's past 1 in. I've got to
Happy
be up
hour
in
for
6
me.
hours.
So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shut down at least the live portion, and I imagine we'll sign off shortly after. So thanks for everybody listening. Thanks for you all being on. Great time.
Remind me what that page was, Chico.
Oh,
judges.
yeah.
Send me a message.
I'll send that to you.
Yep.
Awesome.
But yes, thank you everyone for listening.
Thanks, guys. This was super fun.
Yeah.
Bye.